'cause we got 'em on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Well, we tease 'em a lot, 'cause we got 'em on the spot. Welcome back. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You want to be where you can see troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. You want to go where people know the troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. Do 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 do. We back. Are we back? All right. I think we back. I don't know. All right, let's close that. And come on now. Get up, you son of a bitch, because Mickey loves you. Hey, yo, I didn't hear no bell. I didn't hear no bell. Hey, yo. This shit is not coming up over here for some reason. Let's go back to this guy. Hey, yo, I didn't hear no bell. There we go. Cool. All right. Now, why in the hell is this not back over here? Yep, I think I got to change. You were cooking too. I know, right, left, third. I was getting it. Getting it. All right, let's see if I can do that. Change this guy. That should hopefully bring it back. There we go. Okay. Back over there. Back over here. Close that. And the only thing I don't see for some odd reason is my UGOA channel. I don't know why. Done. Close. And let's see if it'll let me get back in. It's like not coming up at all. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now I should be able to see it. All right, here we go. So I'm good. We back? Yep. Probably Carolina Panthers, but just a maybe. I don't know where he's going to wind up at. But at the end of the day, let's go back to the live stream. And let's see if it's good. All right. Yes. Okay, cool. We back. Yeah, I know, right? Got to make sure I monetize, man. I don't know. My internet just like literally like my router just like died and did a reboot. I don't know what's going on with that. I think it may be time for a new one or something, but this Nighthawk has been causing me problems. All right, so let's get back here to the video because I don't know what the hell I was talking about when it went out. So we can do this.
Yeah, that's a great question. There's two parts of protesting.
Oh, it's about peacefully protesting against how you could partner with the league on social justice.
Coming back is what kind of sets everything off.
Exactly, and what the elephant in the room was, has Jay-Z turned his back on Colin Kaepernick? Here's how Charlemagne put it to Jay.
I think the biggest issue people have is they want to know how you could partner with the league on social justice when Colin Kaepernick, who brought it to the attention of the masses by peacefully protesting against social injustices, is still out of a job.
Yeah, that's a great question. There's two parts of protesting. You go outside and you protest, and then the company or the individual say, I hear you. What do we do next? Like everyone heard, and we hear what you're saying, and everybody know, I agree with what you're saying. So what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Thank
So reach millions and millions of people, and or we get stuck on Colin not having a job.
So
Thank
what
you.
he's
Yeah,
saying
now-
is you balance.
And my thing is this: where if you're really trying to go for change and you're really trying to do what's best for our people, you're trying to make a difference with the community, you're trying to make a difference in the world, you can't hinge all that shit on one person not being okay, not being able to live a life, but we talking about hinging all this shit on this motherfucker getting on a team. Fuck that. I get the fact that he wants to play. I get the fact that he wants to, but hey, bruh, sometimes you got to be the one that takes the hit. And if you the person, that's just like you looking at if they would have said, well, Rosa Parks should have been given XYZ amount of dollars because she was the person who started the bus boycotts, and if she don't get this money, then we gonna keep on doing. No, you don't get to hold the entire movement hostage so this nigga can do what he wanna do. Fuck that. It don't work that way. Now, if he can go to a team, if a team decides to eventually pick him up, kudos to you, bro. Happy for you. But when your ass decided to protest on your job, that's part of the shit that you thought that you thought wasn't gonna happen. It did happen. You thought you were good enough to where you could do it, and you couldn't. So why the hell are we trying to worry about this $1 million ass nigga getting a job? I don't understand that. If this is awareness about systemic racism, if this is awareness about police brutality, if this is awareness about being profiled as a black man in America and our youth dying in the streets, why the fuck are we worried about Colin Kaepernick being able to throw the goddamn ball in the league that's so racist and that's holding down black folks anyway? You would think that he wouldn't want to play in such a systemic racist league. You would think people wouldn't want him to play in such a racistly led team league and getting on one of these racist teams with one of these racist NFL owners. Why would he even want to play? Why would he want to be a part of an organization that is so bad? And why would people want him to be? I don't understand it. Except for the fact that I think he wants it all. I want to tell you what to do in this league. I want to tell you what to do on this team. And then I want y'all to do what I want y'all to do and give me a job and pay me to do it. No. The position you taking, sir, and the position you took, that's the position of somebody who got their own shit already. Kind of like a billionaire rapper, a billionaire entertainer, a billionaire mogul. Jay-Z gets to write his own fucking ticket. You know why? Because he has leverage. You thought you had leverage. You had an idea that you thought you were good enough to where you could do what the fuck you wanted to do, like a Tom Brady, like an Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has pretty much been ousted as a total diva, a total asshole, and just a straight up out and out dick. Still playing though, isn't he? You know why? Because he's good. The minute he can't play anymore, the Packers are going to be done with him just like any other player. Same thing with Tom Brady. Now, Tom Brady's been always coined as a good guy, but he has leverage. Why? Because he's in the top 3 best players in the fucking NFL at 40. He has the rings, he has the stats, he has the playoff appearance, he has it all. Jay-Z, top of the game, the GOAT. Best rapper of all time. If you disagree, you can, but you really ain't got an argument. If he ain't in your top 3, you either hating on him or you're full of shit and don't know shit about music. One of those. So you can't knock what this dude has done and what he's doing. He has leverage. That's it. So it's like when you're talking about what he's done and what he's doing, he has the leverage to be in this position. He don't need the NFL. Colin Kaepernick do. Because that's why he, please y'all let me come throw the football for y'all. I can throw it real good. I really can. That's what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. So it's like when you're talking about somebody, who the fuck is, you know what? Let me look at this shit real quick because I want to check something before I get in my bag. Let me be clear on what I'm looking at. Is that a motherfucking picture of fucking Tommy? Oh, look here. You hoe ass nigga. Let me tell you something, man. Now, I don't give a fuck about what you want to say, and you can say whatever you want to say over here, but I'm going to tell you right now, you not going to come over here in my motherfucking chat room and not only say some fuck shit, but disrespect my boy. Plain and simple. Nigga, be gone. I was willing to entertain you until I saw that little thumbnail, nigga. Be gone. Now, let me go ahead and I'm going to stop my motherfucking show real quick just so I can block your punk ass myself. How about that, nigga? Now, get your motherfucking ass out of here and your fucking comments. Remove all that nigga shit. Nigga, be gone. Cancel this bitch. We can buy another one. Now, if you want to say what you want to say, you can do that. But you ain't gonna disrespect over in here with my motherfucking chat. My 76 motherfucking people I got can say whatever the hell they want. But talking about that brother, talking about my man, ain't happening here, pimp. Now you can go ahead on with that bullshit. Take your motherfucking whatever the fuck you is and whatever the fuck you do and get the fuck on. Delete his ass and all his motherfucking shit. How about that? Motherfucker. Now, fuck this nigga talking about. The fuck? That shit ain't gonna happen. So now you can say, like I said, my platform, you can say what you want to say, but talking about my boy, that shit ain't happening. That's all I got to say. You want to ask questions? That's cool. But nigga, your motherfucking picture is disrespectful. So get the fuck on up out of here. Nah, getting back to what the fuck I was talking about. Can't stand these niggas, man. Talking that bullshit about nothing. All right.
It's out helping a lot of people using the NFL as a device to do that, or helping Colin Kaepernick, and he's clearly here. And a lot of people think it's wrong.
And I also think that when Colin Kaepernick embarked on all of this, the idea was to spread awareness to some of the social injustices, to police brutality. And I think Jay-Z, it seems like to me, is now saying, hey, I have heard you, and now I'm in a position to actually do something about this, thanks to you bringing this all to light, and now we're going to help.
Well,
we're going to bring this back.
I think the language, and 1 second, Vanek, so we want to play one more clip from inside the meeting, because another journalist put it to Jay-Z, quite frankly, asked the question, again, related to Colin Kaepernick, about kneeling.
Sorry to put it this way, but would you kneel or would you stand?
Okay, I think we've passed kneeling.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's time to go into actionable items.
Exactly.
I know we're stuck on it because it's a real thing, but it's a form of protest. I support protests across the board. We need to bring light to the issue.
And that's my thing, man. It's like, I get the whole thing about Cap. I get the whole thing about the awareness.
Bring light to the issue.
And that's my thing, man. It's like, I get the whole thing about Cap. Fuck, is this not? There we go. It's happened. What he set out to do, now, and correct me if I'm wrong. What he set out to do, what he said all of this was about, was to bring awareness. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody stop me right now if I'm lying. That's what he said. That has been done. You can see everybody knows about this. So now, like Jay-Z said, kneeling is over. We've done that. We've done that part. Now let's move into action. The awareness, the spotlight, he's gotten all of that. Yeah, we see you, pimp. We got you. But now it's time to bring some shit to action. How do we do that? Do we just keep walking around like Black Lives Matter, interrupting shit, getting on the fucking microphones and saying 16 shots, 16 shots? That don't get shit done. And you can even look at my other shows and see what I say about that protesting shit. All that shit is stupid. It's a waste of time and energy. You want to bring some shit to light? You got social media. You got all of these different outlets to do this, all these different platforms that you can do that on. And now to keep doing that, how many signs and protests do you have to have? You know what the problem is. You've called the shit out. What are you going to do? Where is the action? And we have that so bad. We're so half-cocked on some shit. We thought we saw what was going on in the 60s, and we think that's the way. And what people fail to realize with the whole civil rights movement, the civil rights movement, hear this, please. The civil rights movement was about the rights that were already in place, saying, hey, based on this Constitution here, they not doing that. Can you please make them do what the law says? Oh, that's what y'all doing? Okay, go ahead. You got it. You done called out enough attention about it. We done put the hoses on your asses. We done let 30 German shepherds loose on you. And y'all niggas still showing up, trying to just gonna make us go by the law. Yes. Yes. That's what we here for. All right, fine. Fuck it. Go ahead. And then when the state was still refusing to do it, what they do? Send the National Guard down there, man. Y'all got to do it. It's what the papers say, man. What you gonna do? It was action. That's all it was. Them niggas walking to Selma and all that shit, that was just to bring the attention on it. So that when they did go to Supreme Court, they could get the Supreme Court. They could get the in front of the powers that be that make shit go round. The judges that say, yes, he's right. That's what it was. It wasn't about us just making a bunch of fucking noise, blocking the fucking expressway in Chicago, walking up and down the street after somebody gets shot, thinking that shit's gonna change something. Just because you get a bunch of plastic cups and have some candles in front of them, you wear an airbrush t-shirt, bring a teddy bear and some fucking flowers to a street corner where a nigga got shot, does not mean it ain't gonna happen again. You got your preacher out there talking about, and God, we pray for the family. We pray for these kids out here. No, it requires action. And even in the Bible, what is it? Is it faith without works is dead? Is that what it say? Faith without works is dead. If you ain't got no action going on with this shit you praying about and you believe in God in and you standing up for your people, for, if you don't have any action, you ain't doing nothing. It's dead. Plain and simple. So it's like y'all talking about what is Cap doing. What are we really fighting for? Are we fighting for this rich motherfucker to get a job? Or are we actually trying to change something in our communities and asking for the NFL to help? Is that what you're doing? Because the NFL wrote a check for $89 million saying, here, let's try to figure something out. How much more or what more do you want them to do? If it was really, and hear this, if this was really something that black folks was concerned about, especially in the NFL, why wouldn't all of these elite players that's got these hundreds of $millions of contract, why wouldn't they be putting their money with Cap to say, here you go, Cap. Here go $2 million. Here go $5 million. Here go $4 million. Here go $1 million. Here go 800,000. Why wouldn't you see that? You know why? Because Cap don't have a plan. Cap don't know what to do. Cap just was doing some shit, and Cap thought that it was going to help his career. That's what that shit was. Cap didn't want the motherfucking hammer to fall and his ass get cut. His ass get benched. Because when all this shit started taking place, the San Francisco 49ers was not at the top of their game, and Colin Kaepernick was not at the top of his game with the 49ers. Stop me if I'm lying. Look back at it. When that motherfucker started taking a knee, that motherfucker was not at the top of his game. And neither were the 49ers as a team. Not saying it's all on him, but I'm just saying they both were not there. So if you're saying that this is about him getting a job, how, Sway? How is it Jay-Z's responsibility to get Kaepernick a job? Did Jay-Z tell Kaepernick to take a knee? No. Cap did that on his own. So why would it be his responsibility to make sure, well, I'm not going to deal with the NFL until Kaepernick gets a job? Huh? Huh? If y'all got a problem that bad with it, get an NFL team. Oh, but wait. I wonder who's on course or who's on par to actually get an NFL team. Let me think. Give me a second now, guys. Let me try to think. Who could get a team and then eventually give, not necessarily Kaepernick a job, but be able to give the next Kaepernick a job? I don't know. Could it be Ozzie Newsome? No, Ozzie Newsome don't have a team. He don't have a team. He worked for one, but he don't have one. Let's see. Could it be well, no, that's not a nigga. He don't have a team. Let's see. Oh shit! Jay-Z! Wow! Oh! So I guess maybe the billionaire rapper could possibly own a team at some point one day. Wonder what he could do once he got his own team. Maybe he could give the next Colin Kaepernick a job. Just saying. But what do I know? I'm a fellow coon too.
I think everyone knows what the issue is, and we're done with that.
Wow, it's just watching Roger Goodell nod his head like that, just disgusting. Anyway.
How is that disgusting? Because he's tired of it. Just like everybody else that got some fucking sense should be tired of this. Because at the end of the day, when you're talking about the social injustices that are going on, it's not the NFL's responsibility, but it's not the NFL's responsibility to fix it, but you want them to fix it, and it's like, how? How is this my response? How is this our fight? How are we supposed to be the ones to do this? No. It's terrible, man. And he think that that's just disgusting. I don't get it. Because he's tired of the shit. And all the while, Cap is laughing his ass off to the bank. All this time, all this shit that's going on, all this protesting, all the niggas is dying, all the niggas is getting socially injustice brought upon them every day. All of the black folks that are suffering from the systemic racism that's going on each and every day, Cap is getting tens of millions of dollars. And we still just, he got to get a job, man. He got to get a team. He got to get on a team now. Come on now. Then once he get on a team, you know what's going to be next? Well, why he ain't starting? He should be starting. Y'all holding him back. It's racism. Then he get a starting spot. Why he ain't making it to the playoffs? Why the coach ain't letting him call the plays? Why the coach ain't letting Kaepernick bring in the people he want to bring in? That's what's going to keep happening. Short of Colin Kaepernick going and winning a Super Bowl, it's all racism until that happens. That's essentially what they're saying.
Look, Jay-Z is right in terms of solving the problem is more important than anything else. But I think that something's missing here. And the part that's missing here is that this is another instance of a black man standing up for his culture, standing up for his people, and then having a large corporation cut his legs off.
A large corporation cut his legs off. Really. I tell y'all what, a motherfucker give me $31 million, you can have both of these motherfuckers. How about that? Anybody out there, any corporation that would like my legs and were willing to pay me $31 million, I will give them up and I will live out my days in a motherfucking wheelchair on top of the world. Trust and believe. Better yet, I ain't gonna get in no wheelchair. I'm gonna give me some tink tinks. You know them tink tinks, the ones that like Cat Williams was talking about? Poor little tink tink. I'm gonna have me some tink tinks, nigga. $31 million up in the game. I'm telling you right now. Any corporation out there, Pfizer, GE, General Electric, Motorola, AT&T, Apple. I love for Apple. Come give me $31 million for my legs, and we can build an app together. Learning to walk. I'm telling you. $31 million, and then you come back, get about another $5 to $10 million. That's $41 million. Then you get an undisclosed amount from Nike. Yes, you can have my legs, both of them. Telling you right now, I will be the richest, having this fun, no waist down ass nigga in the world. Telling you right now, I'm gonna be running, jumping, flying private jets, balling out of control, driving a Lambo with just my upper body ass nigga. That's what I'm gonna be doing on my way to my yacht. Well, no, on my way to my private helicopter so I can get my private helicopter to take me to my yacht where my family waiting on me at. Me and my tink tinks. That's what I'm gonna be doing. So if y'all go come together and give me about $50 million and some change and some royalties year after year, yes, come on and get my legs. That's all I'm saying. Jesus Christ, cut the legs out from up under him.
Cut his legs off and silence him. Cut his legs off and deny him the opportunity to get back on the platform. This protest wasn't about the NFL. He wasn't protesting racism in the NFL. He was protesting things that were happening to people all over the country. And
Yes, he was. And he was using the NFL to do it. And he don't have the right to do that, sir, because he's not big enough of an athlete. He's just not. That's his problem. That shit right there. That's his problem. He was using his job to promote his agenda. You can't do that when you ain't the man. And you know what? They said, okay, all right, he wants to do that. He gonna keep doing it. All right, he gonna keep on doing it. Okay, we're done. That's it. Because at the end of the day, there was a conversation that was had. Hey, man, we get it. You done did the shit for a few games. Cool, man. Stop this shit. It's too much fallout. I got veterans on my ass. I got fans on my ass. I got white America on my ass. Stop. Nope, I ain't gonna stop. Nigga, double down on stupid. Nope, I ain't gonna stop. Couldn't come up and say, hey, man, I'm just making a point. I believe my point has been made. Hopefully, you know, people can see what I was kneeling about. And we can make a change. Let's come together and let's do something. That's what being an adult about is. I'm just going to keep on kneeling until I see some change. What? Okay, we're going to make a change. We're going to make a personnel change on your ass.
Because of this, in my opinion, have effectively been able to turn the page on him. So while I understand that there are huge, huge issues that are going on, what I don't get is why people from Rock Nation weren't in contact with Colin Kaepernick when this was happening, knowing the ramifications of the announcement of the deal.
What are the ramifications? And what the fuck does Rock Nation owe to Colin Kaepernick? Did Colin Kaepernick ask the people who were protesting and boycotting against the NFL, did he ask the people, should I take this deal from Nike, y'all? Nope. When Colin Kaepernick went to the NFL after he filed his grievance with the NFL and sued the NFL and got a settlement, did he come to the people and say, hey, people, should I take this settlement from the NFL? Nope. He didn't do that. When he got that check from Nike, when he got that check from the NFL, did he say, hey, everybody, I'm going to give this money back to the people instead of me and my girlfriend? Did he do that, or should I keep it myself? Nope. He put that money right in that bank. Him and his broad is spending that money, living their life like it's golden. Motherfucker, at the end of the day, is niggas dying in the street? Yes. Is niggas dying at the hands of the police? Yup. Is people not getting their just due and getting profiled and getting prejudice against them because of the color of their skin? Absolutely. And all the while that shit's happening, nigga, you buying Chanel and Prada for your fucking girl. Y'all going to Vegas and you shopping and you going to get Gucci. Y'all motherfuckers riding Lambos. Y'all motherfuckers riding Ferraris and riding Porsches and doing all that shit. You living in multi-million-dollar houses. You living the fucking life that you want to live. Your punk ass just ain't playing football. I don't feel sorry for you. I just don't. And I don't understand how people are. If you feel sorry for Colin Kaepernick, you are a dumbass. For real. If you hating on Jay-Z because of the power moves he making, you're a dumbass. You're the person that believes all of the bullshit and all of the fucking narrative that's being spun. You them motherfuckers that would have believed, hey man, maybe this thing for, getting these Jews together, maybe that's not a bad idea. You would have been one of them motherfuckers believing the goddamn SS. Because you can't look at the facts of this, you can't look at the reality of this and not see what this shit is really about. You just can't. And that's why I'm so just dumbfounded at the fact that people are literally calling Jay-Z a coon, calling Jay-Z a fucking sellout, and saying this is the worst movie he could have made. How? Why are we worried about a rich nigga getting a job that he just wants? Not a job he needs, a job that he wants. What if Colin Kaepernick says, well, I want to be a CEO? Yeah, Cap the CEO. I don't understand that. There's no reason for people to be in this much of a fucking uproar to where you gonna condemn what Jay-Z is trying to do. For what he's trying to do. You gonna condemn him because he ain't doing what's best for Cap. And tell me this, what the fuck is best for Cap? Oh, he needs to be starting for the Patriots. That's what Cap needs. Yeah, till he started for the Patriots. This is a bunch of bullshit, man. This is a bunch of bullshit because Cap ain't starting. Cap need to be starting, man. I'm telling you, man. Y'all ain't seen this motherfucker throw a football in 3 years. Fuck out of here. Let me see Cap take a snap. Come on here, man.
And I also don't understand why he couldn't have been involved in this. Right?
Why should he be involved in this? Why should we go? What does Cap bring in? What does he do? All right, look, we need somebody to take a knee. Cap, come on, can you come? All right, I get it. You got a big deal going, and at the end of the deal or doing the deal, you need somebody to take a knee. Cap's your man. Yes, you're right. Other than that, you don't fucking need him. Jay-Z don't owe Colin Kaepernick shit. Just like how everybody talking all that bullshit, Colin Kaepernick don't owe us shit. That's why he ain't wrote or cut us nan check. Every last one of you niggas that put on a blackout t-shirt, every last one of you niggas that put a I stand with Cap in your social media, on your Instagram, on your Facebook, all y'all niggas that did that shit, Cap ain't sent y'all nan check, has he? Y'all niggas still getting up, going to work, or if y'all niggas at home, y'all still playing motherfucking Madden, ain't you?
Roger Goodell and the NFL owners wanted to move on from this. And there is not another black man in America with the capability to make the kneeling uncool better than Jay-Z could.
Yeah.
And
Man, there's plenty of niggas who could have made the kneeling uncool. You know why? Because people don't even give a fuck about that kneeling no more. The percentage of black people that still care about this shit is so small. And that's why the NFL is like, we tired of this shit. We don't want to hear shit else about Cap. We done. We done gave this motherfucker some money. Hey, I'm not worried about him playing for me or in my league no more. It's not my problem. He did that. You want to go play? Take your ass to the CFL. There, you can play there. But them 32 owners is like, fuck you, dude. And that's what it is. You're not worth the headache. Are there some players that are? Yes. He's just not one of them. Because that has him playing in the NFL has nothing to do with racism. It has nothing to do with the inequality of black people and the systemic racism that's going on in the streets. It doesn't. It doesn't. I'm sorry. Kaepernick playing on the goddamn Minnesota Vikings ain't gonna do shit for black people in the world. It's not. Ask Teddy Bridgewater. I'm just saying. Shit ain't gonna make a bit of difference.
That's essentially what they just did.
They did.
So-
And Jay-Z did it willingly. It wasn't like, he made a conscious decision. I mean, I think he knew the implications
There's
of
a
it.
cultural trust that I have for Jay-Z that this is going to end up.
What the fuck is that? What? Somebody please explain to me what the fuck is cultural trust? I don't understand that. I don't understand that term. So somebody email it to me. Tell me about it, what it is. I don't know what the fuck cultural trust is. I don't know. So if somebody can educate me on that, I would appreciate it because I'm totally ignorant to cultural trust.
Willingly. It wasn't like, he made a conscious decision. I mean, I think he knew the implications
There's
of
a
it.
cultural trust that I have for Jay-Z that this is going to end up bearing fruit that will be good. I think that people are going to go out and they're going to do their best. The players are going to have control of some of these protests. But I just think that there's also something here. So I do agree that, or I do believe in the work that they're going to do. You have to,
Right.
and you have to want that work to work.
Because you also don't want to think that, I don't see Jay-Z as, like you said, you have a cultural trust in him. He's not going to, if he feels at any point he's being used, I think he'll walk.
Well, but a lot of people say he's being used right now because remember,
but he's got. If he doesn't get, if the NFL doesn't get,
did it bother
Van
you
was
guys?
right.
Did it bother you guys that the beginning of this whole thing was about the halftime show and music?
Well,
why wouldn't it be? That's what they're bringing him here for. That's part of the deal. The partnership is because of that. Why would we care if he has something to do with music? He's not here to right all of the social injustices of the world. And we have that so bad as black folks. We want to put the weight of the state of black people on one man and say it's all up to him. And we'll hold that motherfucker to the fire. We will. Now, when you're talking about Obama, don't you say nothing bad about Obama now. You can't talk about my president black. Can't say nothing about no Obama. We can't talk about that motherfucker. But Jay-Z, who literally just signed a deal, ain't been in the position for a day. And niggas is all over his ass. He wrong. He shouldn't have did it. He sold out Cap. He done sold out black folks. And he done did such a disservice because he's sleeping with the enemy. He done did all this shit in the first day. But we can't say nothing bad about Obama now. Obama was good. He was a good president. He did his best. Y'all was the nation was against him. All of them Republicans was against him. That's why Obama couldn't do what he really wanted to do. But he did good. He was a good president. Good president. Yes, he was. He was a good president. Yes, he was.
I mean, to be honest with you, when the NFL talked, they talked about a music deal and a concert deal. That's what they talked about. Like when the questions started, that's when we started getting into the social justice aspect of this. Listen, I don't think that this is worth, or not that it's not worth. I don't think that this should result in some kind of cultural civil war where it's a Jay-Z faction and a Colin Kaepernick faction. I don't think it has to be that. But what I will say though, is that we have to protect one another, man. And
hold up. We have to protect one another. On a team, yes. But you can't have the expectation for somebody to protect you who you do not consult. You can't expect for somebody to protect you just because you're supposed to be protected. You can't have that expectation for somebody to do that when you don't hold any type of allegiance or responsibility to him. Kaepernick ain't seeking Jay-Z's counsel. Kaepernick ain't saying, Jay-Z, you the man. Now you tell me what I should do. Should I take a knee? He didn't consult him then. Who was Kaepernick looking out for when he took a knee? Who was Eric Reed looking out for when he took a knee? Y'all chose to do that shit on y'all own. Y'all didn't consult nobody. Y'all didn't get nobody together and start a movement. Y'all niggas both started trying to do something thinking that this was going to work out the way y'all wanted it to. Fine. You just took a chance. The shit just didn't go the way you wanted it. And that happens. It's called a chance. Chance it could go this way, chance it could go that way. But the fact that you think and expect for Jay-Z now to do what's best for your ass, man, fuck that. Nobody gonna do that. Niggas won't even do what's best for a nigga that's living next door to him, let alone for a nigga you don't even know. The fact that he refused to do the show last year, was that not enough? Turned down millions of dollars. How many niggas out here turning down millions of dollars for other niggas? Show me. Please tell me. Somebody tell me. Won't you tell me who? Which one of you niggas is turning down millions of dollars for other niggas just on GP? Cause we black. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Did Cap give Jay-Z some of that Nike money? Nope. Did Cap consult Jay-Z about that Nike money? Nope. I don't get it. But he's supposed to be looking out. You're supposed to be looking out for Cap on this. Why? So he can play in the NFL? Cap straight. Now, if Cap was broke, Cap didn't have no money, Cap was living check to check, or Cap was homeless, I understand that part. I do. Because in that instance, it would be, well, you kind of benefiting from the fact that this motherfucker started some bullshit and kicked some shit off. He was the spark that got the fire going, and now you are taking part of that, and part of your charge is to help with the community and all that shit. You getting paid for it? Yeah, you should give him some money. That nigga shouldn't be homeless. This nigga's a multi-millionaire, man. And we worrying and complaining about this dude while this nigga's dying in the streets. I can't go for that. No can do.
If there's an injustice that's happening to one of us, especially one of us that put it on the line, I don't think that it should be so easy to partner up with the people that, in my opinion, perpetrated that injustice.
Well, and guess who
perpetrated that injustice? Sir, you have to realize that he perpetrated the injustice first about his whole position that he took, which is okay. But you have to accept the consequences that come beyond that. That's it. That's all I'm saying. You can do what you want to do, but you have to be willing to accept the consequences for that. Cap should have thought, me taking this knee for my people, Odabo, I get it. But once it was like, hey man, cool this shit out, you want to keep going? You got to say, well, man, what can happen? I can lose my fucking job. Is it worth it? Yes. Shut up and take it. Because if it was more important, obviously, like it is now, it's more important that he play in the NFL than he does doing this shit he's doing. Because if it wasn't, he got enough money. Believe that. I'm at least 50 million strong, easy. I can go do what's best for my people if that's my passion, if that's my number one priority. If it was worth me losing my job over, I'd be like, fuck y'all, here I am, let's make a difference for the people. That ain't what his number one goal is. His number one goal is to play football, which is why he's still bitching and moaning now. Which goes to show you, like I said before, him doing all this shit was just for him to get some motherfucking attention and some leverage so that he could try to stay and write his own ticket for his career. And the shit backfired because he went too far too long. Guess he didn't know the ledge.
who just blasted, really, Jay-Z for this partnership? It's Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend, and she really laid it out.
I watched this shit.
She said, how can Jay-Z and the NFL utter social justice in their partnership while keeping Colin unemployed because of his social justice work?
How can Jay-Z? So Colin's job,
He really laid it out.
Is now in Jay-Z's hand. How can Jay-Z and the NFL utter social justice in their partnership while keeping Colin unemployed because of his social justice work? Why are they responsible for giving this dude a job? I have no idea. Because if it was about him playing football, he had 2 opportunities to go and play, but she fucked up actually both of them. Talking in his ear and him listening to her motherfucking ass fucked him up. Because he had an opportunity with the Dolphins and he had an opportunity with the Ravens. He did. Ray Lewis and Ozzie Newsome went to bat for this motherfucker. What did he do? I'm going to keep on protesting because my girl telling me to. Yeah. And you know what they said? We good. Go ahead. Now we straight. And then Miami, he had some fucking bullshit ass stipulation where he was talking shit. Talking about what he want, what he ain't gonna do, what he gonna do. Motherfucker, you ain't even got a contract yet. You ain't even signed no paper or nothing yet. She couldn't keep her fucking mouth shut and she fucked him over. She tweeted some bullshit and that fucked it all up for him. Miami said, we good. Go ahead. And they could have used his ass. Because at that time, they had that terrible dude before, because who's there now? What is that dude name? I can't remember who it was, but whoever, the dude that was there then, he was terrible. Terrible, as Charles Barkley would say. But now, it's all about Cap being employed now. Nope. If it was about him being employed, you'd have kept your mouth shut and let that man go do his job.
She said, how can Jay-Z and the NFL utter social justice in their partnership while keeping Colin unemployed because of his social justice work? She goes on.
That's it.
What is disgusting and disappointing is Jay-Z let them use him.
You know, and she said, don't tell me there's a master plan and
don't tell me there's a master plan and wait for it, because the only reason anything would ever change is because the people are loud and clear and won't let the league buy their loyalty with their disingenuous moves. How is this disingenuous? Because Kaepernick ain't got no job? Because that's the only thing that you can say. Oh, so ain't nothing right with all this shit that's going on until Kaepernick get a job. In that instance, that's just like saying once Martin Luther King got shot and was killed and was assassinated, that, hey, we ain't going for civil rights no more. It's over. The fact that some white person or some white government organization came and conspired with some other niggas to kill Martin Luther King, the fact that that's happened and King is dead, ain't no more civil rights. That's what you're saying. That's essentially what you're talking about here. Because at the end of the day, if he's had to sacrifice his job and not getting having a career in the NFL anymore, standing up for us black folks, because he thought that was the thing to do, hey, man, the work is done. You want to play football? Go to the XFL, go to the CFL, go to the XML, go somewhere else. XML, that's the motherfucking Excel format. Whatever. But I'm just saying, you can't put that shit on him and saying can't nobody else deal with the NFL that's black until Colin Kaepernick get a job. That's stupid. That is dumb as shit. You telling Jay-Z he can't do no business, he can't make no deals, he can't go and make no money, he can't further his career, he can't do his thing because Cap ain't got no job. Get the boy, man, please. I'm telling you, you exactly right, Jason. Listening to a motherfucker that ain't got your best interests at heart and just trying to get some attention will fuck your life up. Listening to that woman, that's exactly what she did. Because that bitch wasn't doing nothing but tweeting just to get attention. You go, girl. Support your man, girl. That's what the fuck she was looking for. And she got it. And she fucked her man up, career up, doing it. That's exactly what happened.
Wait for it, because the only reason anything would ever change is because the people are loud and clear and won't let the league buy their loyalty with their disingenuous moves. So she went after him. Also, Eric Reed, the NFL player who most famously stood by Colin and was also kneeling before games and continues to, I believe. And he said that, these things are not mutually exclusive. You don't have to get the league to help millions and millions of people and also bury Colin's career. He says that he believes Jay-Z is helping the NFL bury Colin's career. So
here's my point. If it's about the people, why are we concerned about this rich nigga getting a job in the league that's so racist? I don't understand this. The league is so terrible. The league is so racist. The league is burying this dude. Why would he care if he has the people at his best interest? That's what his heart's desire is, to help the people. To the point to where he protests on his job. He used his place of employment as a platform to make a point to the world, and to the point to where he lost his job and he doubled down on it. He wouldn't stop. It's not like he did this one time and got cut. No, he wouldn't stop. And then the San Francisco 49ers said, well, look, dude, you gotta stop. He like, no, actually, I want to part ways. Why don't you let me finish playing this year out and let me start and we can just be done? Fine. So now you thought you was so cold that you was gonna have everybody begging and give you a job, and they didn't. They said, we good on you, pimp. Go ahead on. And if the league is so racist, and if the league is so hell-bent on burying these black folks that try to go against the system's career, how in the fuck does Eric Reed have a job? Somebody tell me. Because the day after he signed the settlement with the NFL, which they said was estimated at less than $10 million, oh boo fucking who, he got a contract for $3 million for 3 years with the Carolina Panthers. So tell me where the racism is. Where's the man keeping just Colin down, but they gonna let Eric Reed he all right. We gonna give him some. We gonna let him come back. You know why? Because Eric Reed is a little bit more talent and a little less headache. That's it. That's it. Day after the settlement happened with the NFL, dude got a contract. And it's still kneeling. You right, Soki one. He's still kneeling. So tell me where this racism is. Tell me why we so worried about Cap getting this job back. Took the job with no more protesting. I don't get it. No one wants a troublemaker on their team. You right to a degree, Jason. They don't want a troublemaker when you can't balance the troublemaking out with production, with talent. Y'all remember Pac-Man Jones? Shut down best cornerback in the league at one point. Caused a ton of problems. Did a bunch of bullshit on drugs and everything. You know why they put up with him? Because the motherfucker could play. His talent was worth more than his headache. That's it. Terrell Owens, he gave you a clear demonstration of it. Terrell Owens was always a cocky, running-the-mouth, flashy-ass wide receiver. But you know what? His talent outweighed his headache to the point to where you even saw the talent decline and the headache rise. He was playing for the 49ers. Then he went to the Eagles. Then he went to the Cowboys. And you know what happened? They said, we tired. You ain't as good. You ain't as fast. We're done. You're done. We're done. We're good. We're good on you. We've had enough. You're more headache than you are of a help. Antonio Brown gonna fuck around and be on his way. Yep. He gonna be on his way. Same thing with OBJ. He gonna be on his way. He gonna be on his way. Happens, man. All the fucking time.
People being critical of Jay-Z like we have not heard ever before.
Hi, I'm Darielle Reed. I'm calling from Dallas, Texas. I just feel like people need to give Jay-Z a chance. He's always used this platform for good. He always has a few tricks up his sleeve, and I think that he could be a liaison to really initiate the tough conversations about our social issues in the community.
You got to see too.
It will be
it's got to be received by Roger Goodell. You got to see how that works, right?
Well, Van, you pointed out something. The way Roger Goodell was nodding when Jay-Z tried to push off
gross.
It was.
Well, I mean, just to me, it's just
really
a little
bad.
bit gross. The 32 NFL owners hire Roger Goodell. He represents them. I don't, even that.
He's
right
tired
there.
of
And that's but therein lies the problem.
I'm tired of the shit, man. So it's like, I get it. It's a headache for him. Look at Dez Bryant. Talked his way out of a job. And he still got another job, but what happened? He hurt himself. His body broke down on him. Dez Bryant on the fucking Saints, that was going to be exciting to see. Because Dez Bryant was going to be playing with the best quarterback he's ever played with. And as far as what's my man's name? What's the quarterback for the Peyton? Not Peyton Manning, but damn. What's the quarterback for the Saints? Drew Brees. Drew Brees was good enough to the point to where he was gonna, even though it's late in his career, he was gonna be good enough to play with probably the best wide receiver he's had. So it's like that was going to be a match made to where you could really see, hey, is Dez really this good? Hey, is Dez really his talent? We already know the headache he is, but is his talent really on par like that? What happened? He got hurt. Done deal. Done deal. It's like, what are you going to do? You became more of a headache than you did a help. It happens. That's why they tell you, hey, man, get your money up, work hard, kick ass, do your thing, and when you get your payday, get it and be good. Because eventually, your body will fail you. It will let you down. And when it gets to the point to where it does, now the personality and the type of person comes into effect. When they talking about you being in the locker room, being around your team, being a fucking cancer because you can't get to the ball like you used to. You ain't getting as many throws as you used to. You can't produce as much as you used to. So now are you going to be mad at yourself or are you going to be mad at the organization saying they ain't throwing me the ball? Most motherfuckers with that type of ego gonna get mad at the organization. Gonna say it's the coaching. Gonna say it's the offense. Gonna say it's the scheme. They gonna say it's everybody else but them. That's what happens. So it's a game. Play the game. Get in there. Get your money up. When you got enough money, hey, be good. Just like I ain't got nothing but the utmost respect for motherfucking whatchamacallit. The dude from the running back for Pittsburgh that sat out last year. Le'Veon Bell. I ain't got nothing but the utmost respect for him. Cause he wanted that check. I get it, bro. You was the #1 running back in the league. You want to get paid? I get it. And if you set out a year, why not? I ain't gonna sit on this motherfucking sideline and be fucking around getting my body beat on, possibly getting hurt. Nope. I'm gonna sit my ass out this year. My contract will be done. I can go get traded or whatever, go sign with whoever and get paid. Watch him this year. Hopefully he worked out. Hopefully he stayed healthy. Hopefully he did. But he got his check. He knew, let me use my leverage to get me where I want to go. I got a plan. As opposed to just saying, I want to bring about awareness of running backs not getting paid. No, that's not what he did. That is not what he did. He made his move. And that's what a lot of people, especially black folks, we don't think it all the way through. We just want to yell and scream and hope we get enough attention. And then once we get some, we want to say, all right, now what? You don't get to do that, man.
from New York and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
So Jay-Z has signed a huge new deal with the NFL. They're saying that Roc Nation has become the league's live entertainment strategist, according to the New York Times. So in the deal, Roc Nation and Jay-Z will consult on entertainment, including the Super Bowl halftime show, and contribute to the league's activism campaign, which is called Inspire Change. So, the NFL created this campaign earlier this year to, quote, create positive change in communities across the country.
So it's like they've done this. They bring this guy in to help them on both fronts. I think that's what you would call a business deal. It's a mutual agreement. I want you to come and help me with entertainment and to help me with this whole community liaison and trying to make shit better with the NFL and black folks. I want to bring you in because you are an icon with black people in entertainment. We know niggas listen to athletes and they listen to singers. We know this. So we're going to bring you in, pay you a shit ton of money to do this. What is wrong with him doing just that? Because at any point in time, Jay-Z can say, I'm good, I'm out. I already got my bag. I'm 1.6 billion with me and my girl. I'm $1 billion by myself. I don't need this. I want to do this. Maybe I do want to own a team. Maybe I do want to get my foot for my business of Roc Nation on the NFL side of the game. What better way to do this? I'm dealing with the fucking commissioner. I'm meeting with the commissioner. Maybe I will have somebody to be my ambassador with these owners. So when I do get these young black athletes that I'm trying to get contracts with, I'm trying to get deals with, I will have a relationship with owners. I will have a relationship with the league so that I can have some form of leverage, some type of influence. And that's something that I want to do as a businessman. Why doesn't he have the right to do that? Not to mention, I'm going to be getting paid up the ass to do it. Why is that a bad thing? Black people, explain that to me. Tell me how that's a bad thing, and I get it. Mansa Sheik says, I don't stand for the national anthem because of the lyrics. Totally get it. That's what you choose to do. That's fine. But I guarantee you, if you was an NFL player and it was your contract year and you knew that you could get a contract, a good contract, or let's say you wasn't that good of a player, I bet you wouldn't be doing that shit then. You stand up for your job. What you do as a person, that's just like saying, I never work for a company that's racist. How do you know? How do you know if the company's racist? And if you do, then what? Should you quit? Let's just say, for the sake of saying, half of the corporations in America that are employing black folks are racist. The head person is a racist. How many niggas you think gonna quit their job? How many niggas you think gonna come to work and say, I ain't working until y'all make this right by us? You not. You just not. That's all I'm saying. Realist Soul said, you ain't woke, bro. If doing dumb shit like this means I'm sleep, I'll stay asleep. What I need to be woke for, I don't know. But that's what you're saying, but I don't get it. Because this shit ain't to me, this is not about black people getting justice. It's just not. This is about people making moves and not making well thought out moves. That's all it is. Cap fucked up. And he'll never admit it, but he did. That's all I'm saying. And if everybody else want to just say, hey, we going to jump on the bandwagon and just support Cap just for the sake of supporting him, fine. Oh, he's saying it's sarcasm. I get you, realist. That's what's up. That's all I'm saying. Yes, you should have used quotations. But that's all I'm saying. If he would have thought about this, cool. If he would have said, I got a plan with this, great. But he didn't. He thought that he could just bitch and moan, and he thought that he could make enough noise to where they would come and say, well, what do you want, Cap? Colin, tell us what you want. We'll give it to you, man. And they didn't. They was like, we good on you, bro. And when he said that, he was like, what, for real? Nah, I'm stuck with this shit. I gotta keep kneeling. I gotta keep this bullshit going. I gotta keep talking this shit. Because if I don't, I'm gonna become a fucking nobody and I'm gonna fade away. And yes, you're right, Left Third. That's why Cap don't talk. Because he don't know what to say. Because this wasn't about the people. This is about him getting leverage. This is about him trying to make moves. And now we saying Jay-Z should do the same thing? What? Come on here, man.
So in an interview with the New York Times, Jay-Z said, look, the NFL has a great big platform and it has to be all inclusive. They're willing to do some things to make some changes that we can do some good. So it'll be interesting to see.
They do have a great platform.
I'll say.
And a great bank account. So I think he's just pimping the system.
Wow. I don't know. You think it'll really be worth it? Like the deal that they're going to give Rock Nation as a consultant or whatever this position is. How lucrative a job is that? Is that worth, it's not worth $100 million. They're not giving them, you know what I'm saying? They're not giving them an amount of money that's so earth-shattering to Rock Nation that it truly changes Jay-Z's life and is thus worth him compromising values.
Right, so he's playing himself?
No, I think maybe he actually believes they can do something.
Yeah.
And that's what I agree with too. It's a win-win situation for him. Hey, I can get in this door. I can make some moves. I can see what this shit is about from the inside. And I can either pimp this shit to where it works for me and I get a few more levers I can pull, a few more tools to have in my tool belt as a businessman. I have a few more connects. You tell me how many black folks I connected with the NFL. I'll wait. Tell me. Tell me how many black folks I connected with the NFL. You can't. And the fact that he's saying I can get in here, make some moves, try to maybe, do some things here, give a little, take a little, and get myself solidified in a position in this business, why wouldn't he take that? It would make sense. It makes nothing but sense. But when you have people that think, oh, you selling out, man, you a coon, man, because you with the NFL ain't get Cap no job. It's not the NFL's responsibility to give Cap a goddamn thing. It's not the NFL's responsibility to give niggas a goddamn thing. It's just not. And why we always thinking some corporation or some organization got to give us something, got to do something for us that we ain't even doing for ourselves. Explain that to me and I'll stop. Yes, Super Bowl has been the biggest show. Last 3 or 4 Super Bowls have been at the top of the charts. Bullshit to the back. All that, yeah, us not watching. The NFL is suffering. Yeah, okay. I know I ain't stopped watching. And I know all you niggas posting them blackout shirts 2 years ago. Y'all niggas was still watching too. You took your Instagram picture with your blackout shirts on with your boys and your jerseys on, and you motherfuckers watched the game.
Maybe he's looking at it an opportunity to change from within.
Also, how about this? Nobody's actually protesting the NFL. Like, relatively, numbers-wise.
People still watching.
People still watching. He ain't telling nothing but the truth.
Everybody's still watching, except Ebro. God bless him.
No.
But Ebro also got lucky that his protest coincided with his team sucking and his daughter being 5. So it worked out really great. And he does have principle. I'm not knocking his principle. He does. But most people.
Ebro?
No, Ebro. Because Ebro's the only person I know truly. Well,
And Cass won.
Juanito, because he is scared of the repercussions. But not many people are. Cass 1 also lost interest in football and then was like, I'm protesting. In my life, though, they're the only people I know.
I know.
I'm telling you. And he ain't telling nothing but the truth. That's the truth. Everybody's still watching. Ain't nobody stopped watching the NFL because of Colin Kaepernick. He's not that big of a player. And I'm going to tell you this. Even if LeBron James would have pulled this stunt and LeBron would have got ousted or would have got blackballed or would have got let go or whatever the case may be, yes, I believe the numbers would have dropped a little bit, but I still don't think niggas wouldn't still be watching all other players. I don't believe that niggas would stop watching KD. They would stop watching Steph Curry. They would stop watching Kyrie Irving. They would stop watching who else? God damn it, what's the Greek Freak? They ain't gonna stop watching that boy. They not. The boy down in Houston with the beard. They don't do nothing but shoot and travel. And kick his legs into people. They gonna still watch. You know why? Because this is sport. It's entertaining. Just like how people talk about boxing should be getting banned because it's gonna be banned in the future. No, it's sport. Yes, somebody's getting the shit beat. James Harden, thank you. Yes, somebody's getting the shit beat out of them, but they want to watch it. We've watched it since the fucking days of the Roman Colosseum. Motherfuckers there was getting their asses maimed and killed. Losing a leg. Losing an eye. We watching it. Yes, it's terrible. Oh, God, I can't stand to look, but I must. There's a certain part of us that will watch some gross shit, let alone some bullshit political, social injustice. We don't give a fuck about that. Hell, you know one of my guilty pleasures is one of the things that I just like to watch. It's weird as shit, but I watch it. Dr. Pimple Popper. I like to watch it. Some of the most gross shit you ever see in your life. But I can't stop looking at it. Goddamn, do you see that sis? Oh my God, do you see that boil she popping? She done bust a fucking lipoma again the size of a baseball. I'm watching it. And you know, thank you. I was just about to say it, Jason. It's millions of people that watch it too. But we don't talk about it, do we? We don't talk. Ain't nobody on their social media saying, "Ooh, did you see Dr. Pimple Popper tonight?" Nope. Nope. Ain't nobody talking about that. But it's one of the most popular shows on TV. Niggas is watching that shit. I love to watch the show. Got it on my DVR. My wife be sitting there like, oh, this is so gross, honey. And she just watch it with me, but she still watch. She look away at the real gross parts, but she still watch it. She's with me. Shout out to you, baby. It's like, man, I like the show. Yes, it's gross. Yes, I don't want to watch it while I'm eating mashed potatoes or while I'm eating, just something white and creamy. I'm not going to do that. But I said there was some ribs. I'll be eating me some fried chicken. Or I'll be eating me some watermelon, watching that motherfucking Asian pop pimples because she's good at it. It's entertaining. Same thing with the NFL. I grew up watching the Bears. I'm not gonna not watch the fucking Chicago Bears that I watched with my brothers, my uncles, my cousins, my daddy, all my friends. I'm not turning that shit off for Colin Kaepernick rich ass. I'm not. Fuck out of here.
I know a couple people who are very diehard football fans who were just like decided to not participate.
And there are people who have slowly faded out.
These are just people in my life, in my circle.
Well, guess what? The numbers say it ain't happening. Well, the 10 biggest televised events of the last year, all NFL. Top 10.
Huge.
Every single one.
For the position that Jay-Z has an influence, he better flip this properly. Because otherwise it just looks like you after the bag.
I don't think anyone's going to.
And why do niggas be so concerned. It's just like how niggas be talking about Tommy pocket watching. Why are niggas so concerned about what another nigga's making? He's making his bread. Let him get his money. So what if he's in it for the bag? Who the fuck are you to tell a nigga what he should and shouldn't make money from? That shit is insane to me, and I only hear black folks talking like that. If he's only in it for the bag, man, then that shit is wrong, man. That shit's terrible, man. That shit fucked up, Joe. I don't know why he would do that. That's just what he doing, man. That's terrible. Why not? You gonna tell this man how he feed his family? You gonna tell this man he can't make this kind of money because of who he getting it from? Boy, get the fuck out of here. Because if somebody said that your radio show is owned by fucking Clear Vision, that's a racist fucking company, you ain't quitting, is you? You gonna bring your black ass to work every day like you've been doing because that's how you live. Clear Channel's a racist network. Clear Channel is a racist company that all they do is play trap music for black folks, which is sending the wrong message. All they do is hire black folks that say stupid shit. That's it. But the minute they tell you they racist, I don't see niggas quitting. They don't. They show up to work.
Care.
I mean, they may not, but if he does nothing with it, some people will remember it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
like, didn't you team
they
up with
will.
the NFL
They'll be
and kinda
watching him.
and it went nowhere. But if he does something with it, then it's like, all right, he had a plan.
You remember when everyone got all bent out of shape about Travis Scott doing the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Distant memory.
I don't even remember that shit. And he right. Because I don't remember it. Now, I can tell you this. I have not watched the NFL halftime show in a couple of years. I think the last one I saw was the one with Bruno Mars. Oh, no, I watched Maroon 5 because I think Maroon 5 was last year. But them other two, that chick that had the big dumb lion, I turned from that shit once I saw that shit come out. Whoever that chick was that did that, and then I think it was either the year before that, the year before Bruno, or the year after Bruno, I didn't watch that one because I don't even remember who the fuck that was. I can clearly tell you the last ones I remember Maroon 5. I remember Justin Timberlake. Yep. I remember Bruno Mars. And I remember Prince. Them the last four I remember. Katy Perry. I did not watch that shit. I did not watch it. I was like, fuck out of here. And whoever else in the past few years that have performed that wasn't one of them four, I didn't watch it. And if they perform with somebody, I only watch their parts. I remember Justin. I remember Bruno. I remember Maroon 5. And I remember Prince. I don't remember these other motherfuckers. I did not watch it. So yes, there has been a good chunk of the Super Bowl halftime show that has sucked major ass. It's been a big production, but the performances were fucking terrible. I didn't watch Madonna. I didn't. I think I remember Missy, but I didn't watch Katy Perry. I didn't watch Lady Gaga. Did not watch that shit. Yep, I didn't watch it. I was like, man, fuck out of here. I didn't see Travis Scott. Fuck out of here. You talking about the number one show in the on fucking TV? Man, please. How the fuck you gonna have Gaga on the number one? No. It's a predominantly male sport. I don't want to see Gaga. Nada.
Right. No one cares. And that's Travis Scott. Yeah. He doesn't have nearly the cachet Hove has. My point is that
it doesn't matter until Travis Scott does something else. And you'd be like, oh, didn't he do that other thing too?
But Hove already has a whole lifetime of built up good equity.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to turn on Hove because of this.
And maybe he's going to do something good. I mean, listen, the fact of the matter is the NFL, what they did with Colin Kaepernick was trash. Like it's inexcusable. Frankly, there's a lot of things that happen with their players, frankly, that I think are trash. But at the same time, no one has mobilized enough to change anything. Okay? Let's be clear. The players were all still playing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you had a handful of players.
And to his point, he is right. Ain't nobody did enough to change shit. This shit happened. What year did this happen with Kaepernick? Was that 2017? 3 years we coming up on, and ain't shit changed. So what are we really talking about here, y'all? Niggas ain't did shit with the NFL protests. Even the players that protested ain't did shit. None of them. All them niggas went to work and are back at work. Even Eric Reed. Eric Reed ain't forking over none of his salary, is he? He'll talk about Jay-Z, though. It's disingenuous, and I don't think he should have did that. Shit was terrible. He shouldn't have did that. You talk about that motherfucker, but you ain't gonna say shit about, hey, I'm gonna take $1 million and I'm gonna put it towards rec centers in my community to help my young brothers stay off the streets. I'm gonna teach them how to interact with the police in the hopes that they won't get shot. I'm gonna sit down with the police chief in my neighborhood where I grew up, so that I can educate my young men and women that live in my community how to deal with the police. I'm gonna talk to the police chief to make sure that they're doing the best they can to train these police. I ain't doing none of that. Talking shit in the locker room while you at work. That's it.
Kneeling, everyone was playing. Everyone's collecting their check. Everyone's working with the NFL. Scattered other people being like, well, I turned off my TV on Sunday. So nothing's changing. So Hove's only chance potentially at making it better might be to try to work with them and see what he can do.
Can't beat them, join them.
Now, if you look at it like that,
it's not about and it's like, that's my thing. It's not about if you can't beat them, join them. Sometimes it's about saying, let me get in a position to where I can have a conversation. That's how this shit started. They talked about saying Jay-Z had been meeting with Godell for like past, I don't know, year or so. He said they met on like multiple occasions. And this shit has been in the works for a while. And it just finally came to fruition. So it's like, what's wrong with that? Why can't I sit down with the person I have a problem with? Or why can't I sit down with the person who I have an issue with to try to figure something out to make things better? What's wrong with that? I don't know. Why do black folks have this thing to where it's all or nothing, or it's scorched earth? If you don't do what I want you to do, but when it comes to me holding myself or my people accountable, I'll find 1,001 excuses on why I ain't gonna do shit. Because we'll talk about Jay-Z making money. We'll talk about Jay-Z partnering up with the enemy. We'll talk about Jay-Z being disingenuous. We'll talk all that shit. But we won't say one thing about the niggas who running the bando on my block. Eric Reed, you from the hood? I guarantee you ain't doing shit about the niggas that's running the bandos in your neighborhood. You ain't doing shit about them, are you? You ain't doing shit about the gangbangers in your old neighborhood. Nope. But I talk about this billionaire dude because he ain't doing what I think he should do.
and he was just like, let me just get this check.
Well, we don't. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm just saying, I don't believe the deal could be worth enough money that he would take that
that's
risk.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think so. I think he has enough business ventures to like.
Why would he need that?
Yeah, he doesn't need it.
Well, he doesn't even need to join them.
But that's what I'm saying. Maybe he really thought there was a purpose.
I think
I have to have faith in him for that.
I mean,
At this point,
I hope so.
The man's a billionaire. Why would Hove really be like, I just need to get a little more money, even if people, with all the things he does in social justice, he would just be like, I'm going to throw that out the window because I just need to get a little money for Rock Nation to get a consulting gig with the NFL. To me, it just wouldn't make sense.
Exactly. And that was my thing. Just like when they talked about Steve Harvey meeting with Trump. Niggas dogged him for that. Why? If he has a possible opportunity to get some things going as far as changing shit for all of us, why would we condemn him for that shit? I don't get it. Y'all got this thing where y'all hate white folks. Y'all hate everything that white folks stand for. And anybody that talk to white folks, they the devil, they the enemy, they cooning, they doing all this shit. But yet and still, everything you have and everything you asking for is coming from a white person. How does that make sense? I go and I get mad at fucking Gucci for talking about or making fun of black folks. But I still buy their clothes. I bought their clothes. I shopped most of my shit. I had $2 million worth of clothes from Gucci. But I'm mad now at them. And until they make this right with this movement, then I'm going to keep boycotting them. Why? Just stop buying their shit and be done. Why do you think you going to not only tell somebody what you ain't going to do, but then you going to make them do what the fuck you want to do because this ain't right? With the government, I get it, because there's actually documentation that proves you have to be fair, and you can't make a judgment based on color or race or whatever the case may be. But when it comes to saying, hey, corporation, what you built on your own, started on your own, made it on your own, we gonna make you do what we want you to do because we black, I don't get it. A 90-day boycott is that. When the fuck niggas start putting days on boycotts? The motherfucking bus march took about 1.5 years, 18 months. Them niggas was walking and getting rides to work for over a year. They didn't say, we're going to boycott for 90 days. Come on, Rosa. No, they didn't do that shit.
It's a chance for him to create some influence from the inside. I get that.
And maybe start
sure.
to turn this around, because to my point, the reason I'm getting emotional about it and saying this is because to my point, the attitude of beating the NFL through protest, it's
work.
Not happening.
Right.
We're losing. Not we're, because I wasn't protesting, but.
Boom. And there go his truth. He wasn't protesting. I wasn't protesting. I'm not. How do you, and it's the same shit that T.I. pulled. You just gonna pull a protest out your ass because it's gonna get you some attention, but then you have no plan with it. No plan, but this what I'm gonna do. What? Boy, get the fuck out my face. No plan, but this what I'm gonna do. How do you do that? Why would you do that? And then have a bunch of other people who broke as fuck join you in doing it. Same shit with Monique protesting Netflix. Netflix ain't paying me what I want them to pay me. I'm a black woman. I'm old as shit. And I want them to give me what they giving this white lady who has proven ticket sales. I want them to give me what she got, or I want them to give me what Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle and other proven record ticket sales. I want them to give me that. Why? Because I'm black and I'm female. No. Okay, don't nobody watch Netflix no more. What? Bitch, how much of that money was you going to give black folks? Bitch, how much money is that you going to get from Netflix? How much are you giving that to me? You going to pay for my Netflix subscription for a year with your $20 million that you would have got? Nope. I don't know of any rappers that's speaking on it. I'm sure it's going to be one or two that's going to come out and say some bullshit. But it's the same thing. Niggas use it. I'm so tired of rich people using poor people to forward their own personal agendas. And I guess that's what's the most frustrating thing about this to me. You got a bunch of broke niggas worrying about this rich nigga getting his old job back. And him getting his old job back ain't gonna change shit for no nigga that's out here. None. Ain't no nigga out here gonna get more money if Kaepernick get a job. Ain't no nigga out here gonna get more money or benefit no kind of way with Kaepernick getting a job in the NFL. Not to say that he shouldn't, but why is that our priority or our concern? And how the fuck is it Jay-Z's responsibility to secure his job? It's not.
Everyone who is protesting, though I truly respect your ideals, you're not damaging the eyeballs on the product.
True.
They said they're like it's going down. Numbers are way down. I look up their numbers last year. You're talking about them getting 26 shares. Like they do insane
But
numbers.
I will say, though, that this conversation about them not contributing to their communities, about social justice, I mean, look, when we saw the Super Bowl last, all of these new commercials that they've never, would have never pushed to the forefront before. So they're...
Hey, Derek, you said, yeah, I agree, never cancel my account. Right. But what she said about Oprah was true. What she said about Oprah and her beef with Oprah, I ain't tripping on that either. Because at the end of the day, Oprah and Tyler Perry and what's the other dude, the other gay dude? I forgot his name. Damn it. But anyway, somebody put it in the chat. They were trying to not just help her, they were trying to help the movie. Lee Daniels, thank you. Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, and Oprah Winfrey, they were trying to help the movie. Why? Because the movie wasn't about fucking Monique. It was about everybody else that played in the movie. Will Packer, yes. I said Tyler Perry, didn't I? It was Will Packer. Will Packer and Lee Daniels. Now Oprah Winfrey knows Lee Daniels. Oprah Winfrey knows Will Packer. And Oprah Winfrey knows Monique. She was trying to help them do what they needed to do to make the movie big. They wanted the movie to pop. And they were like, look, bitch, you got an opportunity to have this movie pop to where you can fuck around and get an Oscar for this shit. Because it was time for a nigga Oscar to come about. And they were talking about it being you. And you know what that bitch didn't want to do? She didn't want to go promote the movie for the movie's sake, even though she could benefit from it. She like, nah, y'all got to pay me. I'm at home with my family. Really, bitch? Not saying you got to come out your pocket. I'm telling you right now, bitch, you got $50,000 for the movie. What the fuck kind of budget do you think we gonna spend on promoting the motherfucker? Nevertheless, Oprah still said, bitch, I'm gonna come send my private plane for you so you can go do this tour. I got you. I got all your expenses. I got you. I ain't gonna pay you, bitch, but I will cover your expenses because you did a low budget movie. You did a fucking independent, no budget movie, essentially. That's essentially what an independent movie ain't necessarily no budget. It's literally no budget. We got just enough to make this motherfucker and hope that the movie was good enough to blow up. And they were telling her, look, bitch, you play ball on this. You put in your work for this. I get it. You're 50 years old and you done paid your dues, but bitch, you trying to be a movie star. And even though you played in this movie, you really wasn't that good of an actress. You just played a nigga, bitch, which is what you are. And they was like, look, we got you on that part. We just can't pay you. Ain't nobody gonna get no more money together to pay you. But we do need to promote this movie that your ass was in. And that bitch was like, no. And they all like, really? Like, bitch, for real? That's what you gonna do in the final hour, the 9th hour of the movie, and getting this shit out here, getting people to know about it and be talking about it? You won't go promote it? And you in the motherfucker? Not to say that this movie was gonna pay her, but the next one, just like, thank you, Soki, the next movie would have been a bigger setup for her. Not to say she was gonna get $20 million a movie, nope. But it would have set her up to do that. Not to mention that the people that's making these movies, Lee Daniels, Will Packer, them niggas behind most of the goddamn black movies that's coming out. They the gatekeepers. And then you got a power broker like Oprah. You need to be making them motherfuckers happy. Because they gonna be the ones that's gonna help you get that next role. That may be funded by Warner Brothers. That may be funded by what's the other one? Universal. That may be funded by Lionsgate or some other big company that will say, all right, bitch, we'll give your ass $2 million. Yeah, I know. We know Lee, we know Will, and Oprah already paid to get this motherfucking movie put together, so we'll give you a little extra cash. We'll give you some money, no problem. That's what they'll do. But she didn't want to do that because she thought, I'm big enough now, bitch. I'm Monique, bitch. I'm getting money, bitch. Y'all gonna pay me, bitch. I shouldn't have did it for 50. Y'all know I'm worth more than that. And they like, what? Bitch, you ain't been on TV since Moesha. I mean, not Moesha, the Parkers. Well, where's all this stardom that you think you got and leverage that you think you got because you a star? No. Bitch, your TV show wasn't even that big. It was on with a bunch of other black shows on the WB. On the WB, I like chicken. That's what they were saying. And it's just like that blew their mind. Like, okay. And that's why Oprah was like, and I'm so proud at the fact that Oprah didn't get this bitch not one piece of airtime. Not one minute of airtime. Didn't give her 30 seconds. Oprah didn't even do a blurb about this bitch. She acted like that bitch didn't exist, which was very smart. Because all she could say is, well, Oprah did this, and Oprah did that. Oprah and all of them, they ain't shit. They can all suck a dick. They can suck my dick. They can suck this dick. They can suck that dick. Nope. Nope. The most accomplished ever. Please. Please. She thought, and she's just like Colin Kaepernick. She thought she had some leverage that she didn't. And when everybody ghosted her ass, she was left holding the bag. Ain't nobody gonna work with you when your own niggas don't want to work with you. You really think they gonna work with you? You really think they gonna take an interest in you after they see Oprah done turned their back on this bitch? Lee Daniels done turned his back on this bitch. Every motherfucker she done talk to, she done talk shit to. She talked shit about Charlemagne. She talked shit about Steve Harvey. She talked shit about Lee Daniels. She talked shit about Oprah. She talked shit about every star and name dropped every star she could. And everybody said, fine, go ahead, bitch, you right. We good. Now what she got? A Facebook Live and a motherfucking Instagram or a YouTube channel. That's it. Her and her husband. Who does look like a cat, like Tommy said. Everybody left their shit alone. And everybody was trying to patch it up. Tyler Perry. Trying to patch it up. Let's fuck this shit out. We know bitches get mad. Y'all say shit. Fuck shit every now and again. Because they all a bunch of women anyway. Lee Daniels and then Will Packer and them, but a bunch of queens. And Oprah right along with them. They get catty. I get it. I get it. And Tyler Perry tried to make it right. Steve Harvey tried to make it right. But that bitch doubled down on it. Fuck them bitches. All right. Now you by yourself. And ain't nobody boycotting Netflix. Everybody, I done seen both of Dave Chappelle's. I'm watching. Cat Williams didn't get money. Everybody didn't get money but her. Chris Rock, he didn't get money. All them motherfuckers didn't get money but her. Because she didn't have a plan. I'm going to play this race card. I'm going to play this boycott card. And I'm going to play this black woman card. And I'm going to win. Okay, bitch. How about we all fold and walk away and let you have that little $50,000 pot? How about that? Game over. Kevin Hart? Yep. Yes. And Netflix stock is going to continue to go up. Lil Rel done got a movie. Tiffany Haddish done got a deal. Everybody done got money. Mike Epps, his stand-up was shitty. I didn't laugh not one bit. I think I giggled twice. But yet and still, he getting his money, getting bread. Why? Because he look, and even if Mike Epps might only got 100,000 or 300,000, whatever, because they said we basing this shit off of ticket sales. That's business. I'm not gonna give you shit. And if you were really that good, you would have did what Cat Williams did. If you was really that good, you would have did your own special. Kaepernick, if you was really that good, teams would have been, come on, Colin. You good enough. Nope.
The protest and the conversation did affect them in some way.
Oh no, I think
We can't act like it didn't affect them at all. Nobody cares. Nothing's happening. That's not true. We can't. I'm not going to say that.
I don't believe it's the protest. I believe it's the bad press around Colin Kaepernick.
Yes,
I
all
mean,
together though.
But like, I just feel like we as a country, we don't stand up for anything, guys. We're not actually changing anything. We're going to sit here and watch Amazon literally destroy our environment and world. And when it's time for us to order something else, we're just like, I don't feel like going to the store. I'm ordering Amazon. That's all we ever do.
I mean, that I can't argue.
So
with.
I respect the people who decided to not watch football. I really do.
But it didn't change.
You have to do things that are literally pulling money from people. Unless you happen to have a ratings box in your house, you turning off the TV does nothing.
That's why I'm not mad at you.
And he's right as fuck with that shit. And my thing is this: when you want change, you have to have a plan. You have to get a plan to say, here's what we're gonna do, here's why we're doing it, here's what we want, and here is how this happens. How is Amazon destroying the world? I'm lost. Here's what he's talking about is just the retail space. So I'll see if I can give the short version of this. So what he's saying as far as Amazon destroying the world, because Amazon has literally cornered the retail market. It has been, as far as online and as far as big boxes, just about everything is going through Amazon. The fact that they can give people what they want when they want it, essentially. Amazon is about to move to like 1-day delivery. With great power comes great responsibility. So it's just like how years ago, for those of you who aren't into the back end of retail. So like when you're talking about places like Walmart, one of the problems with Walmart is Walmart has so-called great prices, but Walmart was in such a power position that they were able to dictate pricing. So let's say for instance you are Toshiba and you're making, yes, it's a monopoly piece. Let's say for instance you're Toshiba. You make a computer that you are selling to retailers for $500. That's what you're doing. So you got all these different people that are putting in these orders, say, hey, yep, we selling this computer for $500. You can turn around and you can sell it for $600. Here's what Amazon does. I mean, not Amazon, but here's what Walmart what they do. Walmart will say, hey, look, Toshiba, how many of these computers do you have? Oh, well, right now we have about 500,000. All right, look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put in an order for 800,000 and you give them to us, but we're only going to pay you $300 instead of the $500 that you wanted. And Toshiba be like, well, wait, how the fuck you going to do that? You can't do that. Well, yeah, actually we can. We want to buy up all of these computers, so in order for us to do that, we're going to sell them at this price. Well, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, well, then we're not going to sell your computers. Thing is how many computer retailers are out there? How many people actually sell computers? How many people actually sell computers? So when you look at the monopoly that Walmart has in the retail space, they can move a lot of your units. But if they're choosing how much they're paying for those units, if they're dictating price, that is a problem. And it's just like, and that's on a large scale. Smaller scale, let's say for instance, Jason Gunn is making Jason Gunn makes televisions, a Gunn TV. Now, Jason Gunn, you're a small company. You're not even as closely remotely as big as Toshiba is. You're a small company. You make the Jason Gunn TV, you only make it on a 19-inch and a 32-inch. That's all you have resources to do. Here's what Walmart will do. Hey, Jason, guess what, man? We've been watching you. We see you growing, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to order 10,000 units. You going to order 10,000 units for me? Great. I'd love to have that. All right, here's what we're going to do, though. We're going to order these 10,000 units, and we can only pay you this much for it. Well, can y'all pay me this much, or can y'all pay? Well, nope. We can only pay you this much. So you can take it or leave it. All right, I'll take it. All right, you take it. We're going to up that order to another 20,000. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. So now what's happening to your TV? So we got your TV. we done bought these units and we want to sell it at this price, but now what are you gonna do? You either gonna fulfill it and make that as much money as you possibly can, or you gonna say, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna keep doing my thing on the side, but you're losing that space because there aren't that many retailers. Now, if you had 30 different retailers out there that's willing to buy your product, great. But you don't, because you're only Jason Gunn TV, you're only that big. So you can't even meet that demand. And if you try to meet that demand, you got to meet it at a cheaper price. That's power. That's being strong on. Yes, it's a choice, but when you have products that you have to sell and you have to meet your quotas for those quarters in order to be profitable, if you're not profitable, you're going to go under. But if there's only one game in town, how many electronic stores can you walk into today? Best Buy? Walmart? Who else? How many Newegg's are out there? How many Fry's are out there? It's not that many. Ain't no more Circuit City. Ain't no more. I mean, those other big retail stores that are out there. Look at Sears. You not moving those units. And now I'm just talking about a computer and a TV, which they don't have a lot of margin in them in the first place, so it's not that profitable in the first place. So you really need to sell it as the manufacturer for what you selling it at, just to make some type of profit, because there's not a lot of margin in that item. Radio Shack on their way out the door. Target don't even fuck with it like that. We talking about straight up electronic stores. You really only got Best Buy. It's a handful. I'm telling you, maybe 2 Radio Shacks left. Comp USA, all them motherfuckers, they can't. So where are you buying your electronics at? You're buying them online. You're buying them directly from the manufacturer. But you can't go in and touch shit. Best Buy ain't almost closed. Best Buy is doing very well, sir. I know that for a fact. I wish I still had my stock in Best Buy. But Best Buy is doing well. And the only reason why Best Buy is doing well is because they made cutbacks before everybody else did. They shrunk their footprint. They closed them stores. They changed their op model like 4 different times. In that whole little time before the before the recession that we had, they changed that op model like 3 or 4 times before that, and changed it maybe 1 or 2 more times during that. All to keep it going and to keep it alive, because they were spending too much money on boxes, on the big box stores, and they were spending too much money on labor. So they changed it and they cut it and they reworked it. And to their advantage, that's why they still there. But you can buy directly from the manufacturer. Exactly. But a lot of times, how many times do you have to do the research? How many times do you want to go actually see it? Then you're talking about the services that come along with it. Dell coming out to set up your computer. Dell don't do that. That's outsourced. You got to pay a third party to do that. Same thing with your television. Same thing with your other electronics. Everybody ain't tech savvy to where they can hang their own TV on the wall. That's where Best Buy step in at. That's my point. That's all I'm getting to. So it's like that's why he said that. It's a cornering of the market when you're the only game in town. When you look at Amazon, how many small companies are selling through Amazon? Thousands, millions. Millions of people are doing that. So it's like they are doing that because they know this is the only game in town. Essentially, Amazon has so much reach that they are able to do that. I can get your product in front of billions of people. People are looking for your product right now. There was a time where I used to laugh when people would come into Best Buy and want us to price match Amazon. We're not price matching Amazon. You get your cable from us or you just get it from them. We don't care. Not now. They will price match from Amazon because they want you to come into the store. They want you to shop with them. Plain and simple. Amazon got Fatherless America. That's right. Go buy Fatherless America. Where you gonna buy it from? Amazon. Can you get it directly from Tommy? Yes, but that's more reach. He's just saying it's another option right now, but think about it like this. I can tell you personally that my shopping habits have changed because of Amazon. I buy more shit from Amazon than I buy anywhere else. It's very seldom that I go shop in a store first. My first move when it's talking about me getting a product, with the exception of groceries, and they do that, but I just don't. With the exception of groceries, my first option that I go to is Amazon. That says a lot. And I'm not the only one. There are plenty of people that's doing that. Plenty of people. Now I want y'all to listen to what this dude here is saying. It's right. The convenience of it, the fact that it's right there at your fingertips, and you not only have just the product, but you have options. It shows you what's selling. It shows you how many people are selling it. It shows you what's there. It gives you that option to say, I can not only get this from here, but I can get other products that are either better or cheaper on the same website. Exactly, really. So I'm just telling you, that's the truth. And I'm doing it at home. I'm doing it in my bed. I'm doing it on the toilet. I'm doing it on my couch. I'm doing it at my computer at work. I'm doing it at my job. I'm doing it in my car. I'm doing it at somebody else's house. I'm doing it any and everywhere. That's a lot of reach. That's a lot of power. That is a lot of control. These people can tell you what's hot, what's selling, what's not, what people's shopping habits are. They know how often I shop on Amazon. They know how often what I'm looking for on Amazon. Haven't you noticed that what you're looking for on Amazon pops up on your Facebook feed? Y'all ain't noticed that? That information from scrolling is extremely valuable. I can't tell you how many times I've looked for something on Amazon just to see how much it costs. And then I'm on Facebook going through, scrolling down my feed, and I see an ad come up for the very same thing. That's all I'm saying. So it's like you talking, yes, for right now, it is giving that small person exposure. But what happens when that small person that's getting that exposure now has to sell at this price instead of that price? And that price is dictated by Amazon. That's what I'm getting to. When you look at that and you say, hey, yeah, I can get more stock at Amazon. I mean, stock at Best Buy, KF504, but I don't get it at employee discount rate. So that's why I said that. Yeah, I can buy that stock, but the price I was getting it at Best Buy when I was an employee there, yeah, it was a much better, it was much more beneficial, much more lucrative for me. But that's my thing. Right now, it does help those people who are trying to sell things on Amazon, just like eBay. eBay, you put it on there and you put your price on there, I get it. But when your only game in town is when it becomes Amazon, Amazon is going to be able to dictate that price and how much of it they get. Yeah, we'll sell this to you, but you got to sell it at $10 because that's what we're selling all the other ones at. And we want $4 from it. Well, damn, y'all only used to take 2 times of change. Yeah, it's not about the competition of each other. So it's like this, Jason. Think about it like this. I sell cocaine. I'm the plug, right? I got the finest Colombian cocaina in all the world. Okay? All of the drug dealers are coming to me because I'm the cartel. I'm the head of the Cali cartel. All the coke y'all buying from me. If I'm the one with the best product and I'm the one with the most product, I dictate the price. So before coke became very popular, cocaine would cost you $3,000 a key. Then it was 8. Then it was 13. Then it was 17. Now you're looking at saying, well, how do you change the price? I got the product. I get to dictate how much it's being sold for. Yeah, you taking it and you rocking it up and you doing all that. I'm the connector. I'm the pipeline. So I get to dictate the price because people want that product and they can't get it nowhere else. Because I'm shutting down my own competition. They either with me or they getting shut down by me. And because I'm so big now, I'm supplying 80% of the coke to the world. I'm the man. My cartel is the cartel. People are getting rich off of selling stuff on Amazon. You're right. But it's going to come a time to where when Amazon is the only connect, when everybody's shopping on Amazon, Amazon is going to say, hey, look, here's what we're going to do. Y'all can either get with this or you can get with that. You want to keep selling your shit? Where's she going to go? Well, I have my own website. Yeah, okay. You can't move as many units and as fast as I can. I can move quantity and I can move it fast. That's it. That's the name of the game. Man, Jason, trust me, man. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. If Amazon wasn't going to do that, why would they get into groceries? Why would they buy Whole Foods? Why would I buy Whole Foods? If I just want to help small businesses and I just want to help people sell their money and I make a little money too, why would I buy Whole Foods? Because I know people need food. I know people need clothing. And I know people need shelter. Shout out to my man FFC, wherever he at. FCS. That's all I'm saying. Yes. Exactly. That's called monopolizing. How many phone companies are out there? How many cell phone carriers do we have? AT&T, Verizon, Sprint. Now you got everybody else that's have knockoffs, but you're talking about 95% of your phones are going to be one of those three people. You either got Sprint, Verizon, or AT&T. Right, US Cellular, Cellular One, Prime Code. That's the name of the game, dude. So that's why he's saying that. Let me go ahead and listen to what this dude got to say, and then we can move on.
Today, the NFL announced a wide-ranging partnership with Jay-Z and his company, Rock Nation. Now, I'm just going to be completely raw and open about my feelings on this deal. I'm deeply disappointed. I'm deeply disappointed in Jay-Z. I'm deeply disappointed that he formed this partnership with the NFL. I'm deeply disappointed that we learned that he has been privately negotiating this partnership for over a year without ever.
Why are you disappointed that he made this deal and that he has been negotiating this deal for over a year? So now it's Jay-Z's responsibility to let you know and to get your approval on what the fuck he's doing as a businessman. Boy.
Mentioning a word about the deal to Colin Kaepernick.
Why does he owe Colin Kaepernick anything? Why does he have to? This ain't about Colin Kaepernick. It's not. Colin Kaepernick has made his money. He's made his bed, lay in it, dude. Why does he have to be beholden to Colin Kaepernick? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Even though they spoke countless times over the past year, I'm deeply disappointed at several things that Jay-Z said in his press conference with NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell yesterday. And I'm definitely disappointed in several things that Jay-Z has said in multiple media interviews. And here's what I know. In our community, we have sacred.
In our community? Come on, man. Come on, man. When was the last time you have seen or heard of Sean King being in the hood, from the hood, around the hood, and in our community. Are you serious? And the fact that people let motherfuckers like this say this and don't nobody say shit, like, come on, man. Come on, man. Every time you see this stud, he at some event, taking pictures on some red carpet, on some platform he's always on. Come on, man. Yes, he's white. And motherfuckers acting like this dude is like here for the black folks in the community, in the hood, making change, as opposed to always being around the hot shit that's being talked about like now.
Great figures who've grown so loved and so admired that you don't dare critique them publicly, even if it's warranted. In our community, we have some people who are so revered that sometimes we are blinded even to their biggest mistakes. The Obamas are on that level. Oprah is on that level. I think Jay-Z and Beyonce are probably on that level now, such that even if they make a real mistake, it's hard for people to see it. It's definitely hard to criticize them because of just how much people love them.
And that is our problem. The fact that he made that statement is our problem. No one, any of us, the Obamas, the Carters, the Walters, the Williams, the Jenkins, the Thomases, the Whites, the Blacks, the Jacksons, the Smiths, none of us should ever be to a position or to a status to where they cannot be criticized, questioned, or challenged. It should never get to that point. The fact that people think they can't say shit about Obama is a fucking problem. The fact that people feel as though they can't criticize an Oprah or a Jordan or Jay-Z or Beyonce, that's a problem. We should all be able to have a conversation about anything that anybody does. I don't give a good goddamn how much money you got. I don't give a good goddamn about how much status you may have. You should never be to the point to where you cannot be criticized, questioned, or challenged. Nobody should be above reproach. Nobody. We shouldn't even have that type of thinking. That should even be a thought process for us. Oh, we ain't gonna say nothing about them. The thing is that when you do say something, let it be something that is factual. Let it be something that is logical. Let it be something that is truthful in what your words are saying and in what you're challenging. Because they can very well have an answer for it that makes sense. They could very well have a reason or a method to their madness. But nobody should be to the point where we think we can't say nothing about them. We can't say nothing to them because that's Obama. Shouldn't nobody talk about Miss Jenkins. Don't nobody better not say nothing about no Miss Jenkins now. That's the problem with us. We think we can't say shit about our mamas. We can't say shit about our sisters. We can't say shit about our aunties. We can't say shit about our women. But a nigga or a man, we can dog their ass out. They can be any and every all kind of a motherfucker. But you better not say nothing about my mama or my grandmama. Don't you say nothing about my sister or my auntie. I ain't having it. That's crazy. Yeah, you caught that in living color. Don't nobody say nothing about no Miss Jenkins. Now, I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me.
And I think that's where we are right now. But I have to say what I have to say first and foremost, as a personal friend of Colin Kaepernick, as someone who advised him and spoke with him often.
And that's where you fucked up again, Colin. You talking to and listening to a motherfucker who ain't got no motherfucking power. He ain't got no resources. All he got is his fucking Twitter and his fucking Facebook. That's it. Twitter and his Instagram. That's all he got popping. That's it. And that's our problem. You talking with a nigga who ain't got more than you, who ain't got no power that you got, and you listening to this motherfucker. What the fuck is Sean King gonna do for you? Nothing. Exactly. All he does is placate to black women, and they the ones that be like, yeah, Sean, go ahead. And they just like him because he light-skinned. Facts. You ain't seen or heard no woman talking about Sean King saved my life. Sean King did this for me and my kids. You ain't seen it. All he do is talk shit about black people and talk shit about white folk. I mean, about black men and white folk. That's it. And because he don't challenge the fuck shit that black women do, they all on his side. They all on his side. Because he wants to call out the bullshit that black women do, then they all good with him. We love us some Sean King, girl.
While he was taking a knee, but I also have to say what I have to say as a historian and as someone who...
And what type of advice was he giving him when he was taking a knee? Keep fighting, brother. Hey, brother, we see you, man, and we appreciate you, brother. You gonna change the world, brother. Yeah, brother, thank you for doing what you're doing, brother. We see you, we acknowledge you, we support you, brother. Right. Where the fuck you been at besides on the internet?
Understands the historical significance of what Colin Kaepernick has done and the price he's still paying for it at this very moment. So I'm just going to put all my cards on the table. Colin Kaepernick is in the prime of his physical life and has had his career stolen from him by the NFL.
His career was stolen. Okay.
Not a single NFL player, not one, believes that Colin Kaepernick is out of the league for football reasons. The league has over 100 quarterbacks. Half of them are older than him. 2/3 of them have never won a playoff game. 90% of them have never been to a Pro Bowl. Over 95% of them have never taken their team to the Super Bowl. And Colin has done all of those things. He has records in the NFL that stand to this day. It's not.
I would love to see that. Hold up. Wait. To my niggas who be thinking we soft, we gon' take. We gon' rock it till the wheels fall off. Hold up. Wait. Colin Kaepernick, NFL records. Boys. With his performance, he set an NFL single game record for most rushing yards by a quarterback with 181, breaking Michael Vick's record of 173 in a 2002 regular season game. That nigga has no more records. None. So even the record that he broke, and I don't even know if that's still standing today. Let's see. Most rushing yards by a QB in a game. Let's see. Yes, he still holds it to this day, 181. He beat Michael Vick by 173. And I ain't gonna hate on him. But that's not a quarterback stat. That's a rushing stat by a quarterback. That's all I'm saying. That is not a quarterback stat. That's a running back stat by a quarterback. That's all I'm saying. What other records does he have? I don't see any. That's all I'm saying. Now, let's take it a step further because we could arguably say, and to his defense, I would say this. If he's the best or the greatest rushing quarterback of all time, I will give him that stat and say, hey, here's an attribute that he has or possesses that others don't. So let's see that. Most quarterback in a season. Let's do that. So here's my point. Most rushing yards by a quarterback in a season. Who's number one of all time? Somebody guess. Vic, exactly. Vic has 1,039 rushing yards in a season. That's running back shit right there. Real talk. You know who's next? A motherfucker I don't even know. Bobby Douglas with 968 in a season. You know who's after that? Randall Cunningham with 942 in a season. You know who's after that? Well, guess who? Michael Vick again with 902 in a season. You see what I mean? You see what I'm saying? In a season. There go the top 5. Matter of fact, let's take it a step motherfucking further. You know who's after that? Russell Wilson with 849 in a season. You know who's after that? And then you know goddamn well, I'm gonna show you who this motherfucker is. I'm gonna show you what type of player he is. You know who's after that? RG3 with 815. Michael Vick again with 777. Then you got Cam Newton with 754, 741, and 706. Them the top 10 rushing quarterbacks in a season of all time. There you go, right there. So where the fuck is Colin Kaepernick? Colin Kaepernick. Where the fuck is Cap in this stat? You know where he's at? He is not that great of a quarterback. So he's a quarterback. The only record that he has is a rushing title by most in a game. Fuck a season. He ain't got no season records. No season stats like that. So, Sean King, sir, you just fucking lied. You're trying to spin the narrative, and that's bullshit. Bobby Douglas was a white boy at that. That's all I'm saying, man. So don't make it seem like Cap is just the, and I ain't saying Cap can't play. Colin Kaepernick. I ain't saying Cap can't play. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is Cap ain't that deal. That's what I'm saying. Cap is not even close or scratching the surface to being an upper echelon quarterback. And we talking top 5. He ain't even on that level. He's not even close. Never even showed any glimpse of being on that level. Case in point, Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback than Colin Kaepernick is right now. Facts. If I had to choose in a play, fuck all the media shit. If I had to choose, I got a franchise today, and I get to choose between Cap and let's either I'm gonna go back and say Cap in his prime because we ain't seen the motherfucker take a snap in 3 years. Cap at the height of his career and a Patrick Mahomes today. I'm taking Mahomes. I'm taking Mahomes. That's all I'm saying. And we talking about somebody who's new. 2 years in? That's all I'm saying, dude. So it's like, and he's not even proven. It's just his potential. I take a Deshaun Watson before I take him. I'm not saying Cap can't play. But I'm telling you, Cap ain't that great of a quarterback to where he could have been doing what he did and not suffer no consequences. That's all I'm saying. Motherfucker ain't got no goddamn records. Boy, please.
Not just that the NFL banned him once from the league. The NFL is actively banning this man from the league right now. There are teams that need him right now, but not a single one of them will cross that line to do so. He is a kind, soft-spoken, compassionate man. He has never been in trouble a day in his life. He's brilliantly smart, and I don't just say that as a friend.
That has nothing to do with can this dude fucking play this game on a high level to where he's worth the headache. I'm telling you right now, as a black man, if I was an owner and I had the opportunity to give this dude a chance and he came out and he performed pretty much where I would think he would, my only problem that would be with him being on my team is that, number one, will he cause problems for me? And number two, if he don't get his way, what the fuck is he gonna do in my locker room? That's all I'm saying. You say who brought up Cap when they did the Jay-Z deal? All of the people that was in the room questioning about it, they the ones that brought that shit up. Motherfucking, I showed the video earlier. I don't know if you saw it, but that's who brought that shit up. Whatchamacallit? Charlemagne brought it up, and the other person. They were talking about the kneeling and shit like that, as far as him being there to help change the relationship between the black community and the NFL. That's all I'm saying, though. When you look at what his and that's what I keep saying. I'm not saying the dude can't play. I'm not gonna be an asshole or just be outright stupid and say that. I'm not. But when you're talking about his level of talent versus what he can do in the locker room to damage my team, to damage my culture in my organization, I'm gonna look at that as an owner. And I'm not saying that he can't come there, but you have to look and say, do I really want that headache? Is he really worth it? Because if at best he's a second string on a more offensively stacked team, he gonna be a second or third option. Do I want to have that dude not playing, not getting no snaps, and then talking cash shit in the locker room? Because he's going to be a media frenzy. He's going to be a media magnet, at least that first year. First few games, definitely. If you put that dude on, you put Colin Kaepernick on the Patriots. First game of the season, of course, we all know Tom Brady's going to play. I guarantee you Colin Kaepernick will get an interview that day. They'd hear from Belichick, you'd hear from you'd hear from Tom Brady, and unless one of the guys on offense defense had just an outstanding game, you would hear from them, but you would hear from Colin Kaepernick. He would get interviewed even though he didn't take a snap that day. How many times does that happen? It don't. But you would hear from him because of the attention he's gotten in the media. People want to hear what he got to say. They're going to ask him about the game. They're going to ask him about how the game went. They're going to ask him about his plan. They're going to ask, do he think he's going to play? Will he play? You don't even ask second-string quarterbacks, do you think he's going to play this year? They would ask Colin, though. Why? Because of the attention he's gotten. I don't want that in my locker room. I just don't. Fuck you questioning and interviewing my second-string or third-string QB folk. He ain't playing.
His score on the Wonderlic test for NFL quarterbacks was the highest of his draft.
Hear that? Highest of his draft. Cool. Don't mean he one of the highest of all time. See how he spin bullshit? Why bring up the Wonderlic test? And for those of you who don't know what the Wonderlic test is, it's basically just a quarterback test that they give QBs to see how their mental aptitude towards the game of football is. That's what it does. It determines basically how smart of a quarterback you are. And and to some degree, it's kind of subjective in a way, but they just use it as a grading tool. It don't mean if you don't score high on the Wonderlic test, you're gonna be a shitty quarterback. It don't mean that. If you score high, you're gonna be the best quarterback. It don't mean that. It's just simply a measuring tool that they use for quarterback intelligence. That's it. And the fact that he wasn't the highest ever, he wasn't even one of the top 5 highest ever, why are you bringing it up? He's one of the highest in his class of quarterbacks. Now, in all fairness, you want to see who was in his class? Colin Kaepernick, Wonderlic test score. All right. It says he scored Colin Kaepernick scored a 38 on the Wonderlic test. All right, and let's do this. QB Wonderlic scores. Tom Brady scored a 33. Need I say more? Tom Brady scored a 33 on the Wonderlic test. Cap scored 38. So it's like when the average score on the Wonderlic test is, they says, according to Wonderlic Inc., the average score for the Wonderlic test is 20 out of a possible 50. A person who scores an average of 10 and above is considered literate and therefore seen by most employees as suitable for less demanding professions. I guess I don't know what that is. What's a good Wonderlic score? Test say 45, 50. If you score very well on the Wonderlic test say 45, 50, you're indeed the right candidate and the best skills for the advertised job. Boy, please. There you go. So it doesn't have any real bearing as far as the type of player you will be. It just shows literally just your aptitude for that particular position. Now, look at this. Sam Bradford scored a 36. Stolter last year scored a 38. Bradford a 36. Teddy had a score of 20. Makes no difference. You see what I'm saying? Ryan Fitzpatrick, I didn't even know that. They said his score was near perfect. Look at Ryan Fitzpatrick. Really? Has no bearing on what you're saying, dude.
His grades were strong enough to get into Harvard and Yale. He got offers to attend the Ivy League. The man was literally going to grad school in his spare time while he was in the NFL, and yet he's still banned. And I can't get past it. You cannot actively ban the most courageous athlete of our generation from the league while simultaneously saying that you care about social justice or that you care about police brutality and mass incarceration. You can't actively ban the man who sparked this conversation.
And what does that have to do with him playing football? I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I just don't. And you're saying that he's doing all of this and the fact that he's this smart, I'm good with that. I'm cool with it. But that don't mean you gotta give him a fucking job. It don't. Because all of that has nothing to do with his media presence. All of that has nothing to do with the attention that he's going to have or demand in the locker room. All of that has nothing to do. How smart he is ain't got shit to do with what he's going to do on the field and what he's going to do in the locker room. Because if he was that goddamn smart, maybe he would have stopped kneeling at about the third or fourth game. If he was that smart, maybe he would have chilled the fuck out and realized, hey man, the team is asking me to stop for the league's sake and for my sake. I get it. Let me chill and let me find another way to circumvent this issue that I'm trying to bring to light. Let me find another way to bring this thing that I'm so passionate about to the forefront. Let me be that smart. Where's my Harvard grad, my Harvard education, my Harvard ability, my graduate school know-how? Where's all that at in doing this shit?
conversation in the NFL in the first place. Ban him basically for sparking the conversation, and say that you now want to continue the conversation, but without him, while you continue to penalize him for sparking it. Yesterday was actually the 3-year anniversary of the first day that Colin Kaepernick took a knee in the NFL. And for the NFL to make this announcement on that day, that they are now forming a new partnership with Jay-Z, to me is disgusting. And here's the thing, and I said that I was going to be real. If you are my friend, my true friend, I can't be friends with somebody who has done you all the way dirty.
Now, here's my thing. How is Jay-Z and Colin Kaepernick best friends? I don't know. But then they're friends to the point to where he can't do business? I guarantee you, if Jay-Z would have asked Colin Kaepernick to stop kneeling because it could affect his relationship with the NFL, I guarantee you Colin wouldn't have stopped. I guarantee you, first preseason game, Cap takes a knee, Jigga calls him and say, hey, look, man, this Hove. Hey, man, look, I'm trying to work some shit with the NFL. Can you stop doing this shit for me, please? Because we cool. I don't want this to affect our relationship and my relationship with the NFL. Can you stop? Do y'all really think Cap would have been like, all right, Hove, I got you, bro. I'm going to stand up next time? No. He would have been like, I'm doing what I'm doing. You do what you do. Do you, bro? That's what Jay-Z would have got from him. So now Jay-Z's supposed to do that and be like, oh, I can't, y'all, because y'all ain't gave Cap no job. Well, shit, man, we gave Cap a goddamn settlement. We gave him several millions of dollars. Not to mention what he got from the 49ers. We gave him some extra go ahead and do your thing money, bro. It's like, do your thing, bro, money anyway. What the fuck else do he want? We in business with Nike before Kaepernick is. Do you think that people were calling out Nike saying Nike was bogus for doing a deal with Cap when Cap was also going against the NFL, but the NFL was already in business and under contract with Nike? Where was Sean King's speech about that? Saying Nike should not have done that. Nike were friends with the NFL, and for them to partner up with Colin Kaepernick, I think it's disgusting and it's just an egregious act for them to do. They were friends with Nike, with the NFL, and they should not have given Kaepernick that money. They should not have done a deal with Kaepernick. He didn't say that shit, did he?
I can't be friends with somebody who literally stole your career if you're my friend. I can't be friends with somebody.
And do you know how much motherfucking of a ramp up of just attention and just media hype he got by getting with Nike? And Nike's already cool and down in the bed like a motherfucker with the NFL?
Who is actively doing you wrong. And if you saw the press conference yesterday, Jay-Z and Roger Goodell looked like old buddies. They loved each other. We learned this.
Now they loved each other. So two men making a business deal, and he's happy about the position and the money he making, or whatever the case may be, or the opportunity or the power he may be getting. Now they love each other because of that. They love each other. So in that case, wouldn't it kind of be a conflict of interest for Kaepernick to do a deal with Nike, who is in love or love the NFL? Wouldn't that kind of be the same thing? Why would Kaepernick do a deal with the company that is done a deal with the company that has tanked his career, as they say, ruined his career? Why would Cap do business with them? Oh, it's okay though when you taking the money, when you get in the bag. Oh, it's okay when you get in the bag. But if Jay-Z get in the bag, you can't do that because we friends. Oh, okay.
Morning that they've met at least 5 times over the past year about this. regularly flying out to meet one another over and over again. This wasn't a deal that was made last week or last month. The New York Times reported.
Would it matter if he made it last week or last month? It wouldn't matter, or yesterday. It doesn't matter.
Today, they've been working on the deal for over a year.
So?
And I'll close with this thought. I was particularly disgusted to hear Jay-Z say one thing. He said in an interview yesterday, "We're past kneeling."
Yes.
First of all, Jay-Z, you've never kneeled. And saying that we're past.
He's right. Jay-Z has never kneeled. And neither have you, Mr. King. Touche, sir.
It is a slap in the face of brave men like Kenny Stills of the Dolphins and Eric Reid of the Panthers who are still kneeling. They're not past it. So how are you past it? But here's the deal. If any of this really surprises you about Jay-Z, then you haven't been listening to his music. He's a capitalist above all else. He's about profit above all else. And so this hurts, but it's not surprising. This is who he is. Take care, everybody.
What did he say? He said, "I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman."
And you see that? You even got the radio person who's interviewing him, chiming in. How? Because you go to work too, and you not working for your fucking self. This ain't your radio station. This ain't your radio company. I guarantee you there is a white person who is cutting your check or who is responsible for you getting your check. So where's all this black power and this black loyalty and all this community loyalty that's supposed to be going on? Because at the end of the day, all y'all niggas is getting checks, and all y'all niggas getting checks because of white folks. And the fact that you getting your check and you condemning another man because he getting a bigger check, you ain't shit but a hypocrite. Now you want Jay-Z to not be a capitalist. Now you want Jay-Z to take the path you think he should. And the fact that he doesn't, then that's a problem. Y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of niggas full of shit who mad because another nigga is getting money. He's in a position that you're not in, and because you're not in that position, you feel it's your right to condemn him being in the position that your ass would probably be in. Because I guarantee you, you wouldn't see no headlines of Sean King turning down the opportunity that Jay-Z got if they asked him to. Hey, Sean, we want to bring you in. We want to give you this boatload of fucking money to come in and be our community relations person for the black community. He'd be like, "I'm here to make change. I'm here to do something different. This is what we've been asking the NFL to do for the longest, and we glad we doing it now. And I'm a part of it." That's what the fuck he be saying. Jesus Christ. Now, the fact that people ain't calling this shit out, man, it's disgusting. That's what's disgusting. If the NFL was going to pay me to come and be a part of their panel, I'm taking that check. Because whatever it is I'm going to do, whatever change I'm going to make, I'm going to be the one that's going to do it, and I'm going to be able to do it because I have means. If the NFL don't do what I want them to do, fine. I can take my money and I can do it myself. That's our problem. We don't want to take our money and put it towards the things that we most passionate about and the things we care about to bring about change. We want other motherfuckers to take care of us. We the first ones talking about y'all need to do what's right by us. Y'all need to give us this. Y'all need to make a change and do this for us. No, how about you do it first? How about y'all do it first? How about you do what you're asking somebody else to do? How about you do that very thing first? Not talk about it, not tweet about it, not keyboard gangster about it, but you actually do it first. Show me where Colin Kaepernick is making change and doing this and doing that as opposed to having a bunch of other people he giving money to do this change. Show me where you doing the work, sir. Show me where you putting your time, your energy, and your resources into it. Then you can ask me to do it. Because if you went to the NFL and said, "Hey, we need resources," the NFL could turn right back around and say, "We gave you 89 million resources, motherfucker. What else do you want?" What else do you want? It's crazy, man. We have to get past the point of us pointing the finger at everybody else but ourselves first. Is there a problem with black folks getting jobs in the NFL? Yes. Is there a problem with black folks getting jobs in the NBA? Yes. Is there problems with black folks getting jobs in the MLB? Yes. Is there problems with black folks getting jobs in the NCAA? Yes. How do we change it? We get our own school. We get our own black school. We get our own black school. We get our own black school to get funded. Why ain't black folks funding black schools? Why ain't the black athletes going to the best black schools? Everybody talk about HBCUs. How many first round draft picks are coming out of Howard? How many first round draft picks are coming out of Spelman? Well, ain't none. How many black first round draft picks are coming out of Clark? How many black first round draft picks are coming out of Fisk? How many black first round draft picks are coming out of Langston Hughes? How many first round draft picks are coming out of any of these HBCUs? None. Because you ain't got no niggas putting money into these schools. You ain't got no coaches putting money into, you ain't got no good coaches coming to these schools to recruit these players. You don't. How many first round draft picks have come out of Morehouse? None. We'll send money though for the education. Yep. But the same thing where the sports that you can cultivate athletics, you can cultivate these athletes to come out, and then those athletes will become alumni, and those athletes will then go back and give money to. Why Jawan Howard wasn't given a job to go coach at Morehouse? You know why? Because he was given a job to coach at Michigan, where he went. All these years. You know why he couldn't get a job there? Because them niggas was stealing the money at that HBCU. That's my point. Them niggas stealing the money up at Howard. All of the money they getting, they stealing it for themselves. But we don't talk about that. How many kids lost out and didn't have resources because somebody wanted to drive a Benz that's working in the administrator's office? Somebody wanted to drive a Benz or a Lexus or a Cadillac that's working in the dean's office. It's bullshit, man. But we won't go after that. We won't protest that. Ain't nobody taking a knee for them. It's a bunch of garbage, man.
Yeah. Guess who he is?
I was disappointed that Colin Kaepernick settled on that collusion case because I wanted that thing to go to court to show everybody how they colluded to keep him out of the NFL, and they settled.
Oh, where is the protest for that? Now let's hear his response.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I think the whole thing is complex.
Now it's complex.
I spoke to several.
How they colluded to keep him out of the NFL, and they settled.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I think the whole thing is complex.
You see how he didn't agree? He just said, yeah. Well, I think it's complex. Oh, it's complex when Cap sold out. It's complex when Cap took the check. Oh, it's complex then. The fact that if he was so out for justice, yes, that is Tom Joyner. He has so much justice on his brain. He has so much justice in his heart. He wanted to bring the system down to where it's all fair for everybody. He wanted to make a great point and strike a blow for the black man and the black community and to see justice taken into the NFL the right way. He could have struck a blow for justice, but what'd he do? He took the check.
I spoke to several people who were there at the press conference yesterday.
And you see how your boy Sean King just went ahead and glossed right over that shit? Hey, I was disappointed that he took the check. Yeah, it's complex. Back to Jay-Z. Because Kaepernick's my friend. I talked to Kaepernick while he was kneeling. I did. And I ain't gonna say nothing bad about him. Not saying, hey man, yeah, you right. I wish Cap would have did that. You didn't advise Cap for that shit, did you? You advised Cap to take that bag. It's always about the money. And I'll be damned that y'all motherfuckers get off the hook because y'all dogging Jay-Z because of it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think the whole thing is complex. I spoke to several people who were there at the press conference yesterday, and many of them said that Jay-Z seemed earnest and sincere about wanting to push for social justice. I don't deny that. I don't. And I like many of the things that he's done, and I've supported some of those things. I've appeared in his documentaries. But here's the thing. You
Oh, so you can take his money and appear in his documentaries, but what? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Push for social justice. I don't deny that. I don't. And I like many of the things that he's done, and I've supported some of those things. I've appeared in his documentaries. But here's the thing. You can't make a deal on social justice with somebody while they are actively penalizing the primary person that started the conversation, particularly if you call that person your friend. That's not a good deal.
Two questions. When he made that statement, did it mean that we're past kneeling, like we have to do something else?
Yes.
One question. And the second question is this a way that Jay-Z feels that he's going to be able to help
Change
Colin?
from within?
And help Colin?
And I'm not answering for Sean, but I think it's just very interesting the fact that many people are saying that he's lied about even talking to Colin about this. Wow. Having said that he had a conversation.
He was dishonest about it. He had not talked to Colin about this deal.
And you know what? I wouldn't have talked to Colin either about it. And I'm going to tell you why. And you can tell me if I'm lying. Ain't Colin Kaepernick the type of motherfucker that would blow up my fucking deal because he think I shouldn't be doing this? Ain't Sean King the kind of motherfucker that would blow up my deal before I could make it because that motherfucker be mad that I'm talking about making a deal before Colin Kaepernick got back at his job, so now he gonna be mad? Ain't that some shit that he would do? I would bet on it. And if I'm Jay-Z, I'm not going to give him the chance. I'm not going to say, hey, look, he good, and I don't think he'll do it, but I'm going to tell him anyway, even though, nope. If I know for a fact, I know what a nigga will do. A nigga will tear some shit down before he let you have it. A nigga will scorch the fucking earth before you get the option or the opportunity to talk against what I'm doing. Before you try to blast me on social media, before you try to talk shit about me on the news, before you try to go to the streets and talk all this shit about me, I'm not going to tell you. I ain't going to make my deal or think about making a deal and tell you about it when I know you already mad at these motherfuckers because you didn't ask me about your deal with Nike, did you? You didn't ask me about your settlement with the NFL, did you? No, because that's your business. That's your deal. Just like my deal with the NFL, it's my deal. My job ain't to get you no job. That's that shit from Baby Boy. When that nigga was like, why you ain't found me no job yet? He's like, why I got to find you a job? Because you my man. No, nigga. You got to find your own job. No, nigga, you got to make your own deal like you did with Nike. Jay-Z didn't get no part of that, did he? He didn't get no check cut from that deal. He didn't get no check from that settlement. Why I got to include you on my deal I'm doing with the NFL that, hey man, this ain't about you getting no job. Your business is done with the NFL. Your beef with the NFL, that shit, hey, that's between you and them. You did your thing your way. You took your settlement. It is what it is. Hell yeah, click that like button.
In any shape, form, or fashion. And later he said, oh, I just meant I had talked to Colin Kaepernick, like in general. But he had never mentioned this deal to Colin, not once.
And that makes me suspicious about any conversation about working within in order to affect change, Kim.
If Jay-Z felt good about this deal, he'd have talked to Colin Kaepernick about it.
Why?
Yeah.
Now, if me and Colin are business partners and it has something to do with the NFL. Hey man, me and you, we got this company and we working on, hey, me and you, we played on the same team, some shit. Hey man, me and you, we already had a deal with the NFL. Now we striking up another one. I get it. Hey, I'm Colin Kaepernick's agent. I get it. The fact that I know this nigga and I'm just talking to this nigga about the issues and shit he got going on, cool. Nigga, what I do if I go open, if Jay-Z go get a deal with Nike, do he gotta tell Cap? No. If Jay-Z get a deal with the NFL, do he gotta tell Cap? No. If Jay-Z get a deal with Kroger, he gotta go tell Cap? No. I get a deal with Walmart. Wait, Walmart, before I sign, I'm gonna call Cap. Oh, give me 5 minutes. Look here, Toyota. I know y'all got this deal with me, but I'm gonna call Cap first. Did Jay-Z call Cap when he signed a deal with HP? No. Fuck, I gotta call Cap for who the fuck is Cap? Get no fuck about Cap. Not like that. Not saying I don't give a fuck, but I don't give a fuck. That dude has no impact on my motherfucking life, on my finances. What he do or what he don't do don't dictate shit with my family and how we eat. Thanks for the 100 likes. That's what's up. I'm just don't. It's like people, y'all gotta start calling this type of shit out when y'all see this. Cap and Jay-Z are grown ass men. Do you think Jay-Z called Dame Dash and told him about his deal? No. Hey Dame, I know you ain't got nothing to do with this, but I'm just letting you know I got to deal with the man. The fuck out of here. I just feel like the NFL could have came the winners overall. Could have what? I don't get that. Could have become winners of overall. I don't understand what you're saying. Deep Lock it. But it's like you have to understand, man, this dude is a grown man. Jay-Z is a grown-ass man. Jay-Z is a fucking billionaire. He don't have to answer to that motherfucker. He don't have to answer to this dude at all. He is not responsible for Cap getting a job. Cap ain't broke. Cap ain't struggling. Cap just want to play football now. He didn't just want to play football 3 years ago. And because he didn't, he put social justice in front of football. That's your choice. Take the consequences and repercussions because of that. You don't get to blow up the world and then go back and say, all right, now I want to be in charge of making it over again, building it back up. Huh? What? You just blew up the world on your own and now you want us to just put you back in charge of creating it again? Really? No, sir. I think not. Shit's insane, man. I'm gonna play just a little bit of this next video and then that's it. We're gonna go on and get up out of here.
Your opinion of the Jay-Z NFL deal?
I think this might be Jay-Z's biggest public mistake.
Yep.
I think that he has been
used
as a...
Now tell me this. Don't that radio host over here on the right side, don't that dude look like Tommy? I saw her. I said, man, this motherfucker look like Tommy. He looked like he could be Tommy's little brother, man. I swear.
Pawn by the NFL to allow them to move on from the Colin Kaepernick situation, to be able to say, look, we're not racist. Jay-Z is down with us. What's the problem? The same way that Kanye standing next to Trump allows him to say, how can I be racist when this brother you love is standing with me? Now, Jay-Z has given that to the NFL. And I don't know for what. And I don't know how this, and him saying, we've moved on from kneeling. We need to do the next. How does this square with the guy who's out here talking about Khalif Browder, Trayvon Martin, Meek Mill, criminal justice reform? I don't see it. I see a guy who's standing with the NFL now saying, they're okay. I can rock with them. it doesn't make sense to me, and I don't really appreciate it.
I don't know about being more handsome now. I just said the dude favor him. That's all. We ain't got to get off into all of that, baby. I just said the dude favored my brother. That's it.
And Jay-Z has made little mistakes before, but this one is a little bigger, and I think he's starting to feel the heat coming back at him. And for the NFL to say, we've moved on, we're addressing this, we're giving money to this one and that one, when Colin still can't get a job.
Again, what is so important about this rich motherfucker getting a job? That's just like everybody trying to find a job for Bezos' wife, the dude who divorced the dude from Amazon. That's just like everybody said she needs a job. The bitch got 36 billion. I don't care if she ever work again. I don't care if she does anything else with her life. Why do we think this dude needs a job? We don't. He don't need a job. He just wants to play football. And it's not our responsibility to make the NFL give him a job. It ain't Jay-Z's responsibility to make the NFL give him a job. You want to talk to somebody about getting him a job? You go see the worst teams in the NFL and say high cap. Go see the Cardinals. Go see the Raiders. Go see whoever and say give Cap a job because it's up to them. It ain't up to Jay-Z. It ain't even up to Godell. He don't control who the hell them 32 motherfucking owners hire. So yes, it's 32 people that ain't fucking with Cap. You tell me how you go change their mind. All of them billionaires. You go tell me how you make 32 billionaires do what the fuck you want them to do. Show me that. Jay-Z is a minstrel show or a mistrial show. I think you're saying minstrel show and not a businessman. You saying like he tap dancing? Oy vey.
That matters.
Please tell me, Charlene New Music, how he's tap dancing. I'll wait. Just to give me a brief explanation on how he's tap dancing or being a minstrel show like Man-Tan. Tell me how he's Man-Tanning this, and so I can try to understand your point.
Matters, and he's showing us, look, I'm still ready. I'm still out here. He's better than a lot of the quarter. Is he not better?
I'd say 75%, 80% of all the quarterbacks in the league.
I mean, at least 10 teams would benefit from having him.
Absolutely.
And he's definitely better than 100% of the backups.
Yes, 10 of the worst teams in the NFL could benefit. The 10 losingest teams in the NFL could benefit from Kaepernick, could benefit having a Colin Kaepernick. That's true. I'll give him that. The 10 bottom teams, yes, they could absolutely benefit from Kaepernick being on their team. Yes, they could. That's true.
As a starter, and a lot of the backups, there's no doubt about that. There's tons of teams. The Carolina Panthers would be a great team for Colin to be on, backing up somebody like Cam Newton, who unfortunately has been a little bit injury prone here.
Look, I'm not saying that the NFL as an institution is racist. I think a lot of the owners are racist, but I'm not saying the institution is racist. I'm saying they want to move on. They want to get back to entertainment, right? That's what they're selling, is entertainment. And this was a distraction from that. So they're like, how can we get rid of this distraction? And Jay-Z.
So look, you got the Arizona Cardinals, the Buffalo Bills, the Cleveland Browns. So could he go on the Cardinals? Yes. Could he go on the Buffalo Bills? Yes. Cleveland Browns? No. He can go as a backup. Indianapolis Colts? No. He can go as a backup. Oh wait, I think Luck is hurt. Luck might be hurt. So yes, he can go. I believe Luck is hurt. Yes. New York Giants? Yes. Oakland Raiders? Yes. San Francisco 49ers? No. He can go as a backup. Just saying. That's it right there. So yes, he could do that. Denver Broncos? Yes. Cincinnati Bengals, yes. The Jets. Who's in the Jets? Is that Darnold? Nope. Jacksonville, yes. Redskins, hell yes. So yeah, he could. Oh no, that's right. Kyler Murray. No, you are right. I will take that back. That's just, you got a new young rookie. Nope, you right. I'm gonna give you that one, AW. Cardinals, no. Not with Kyler Murray. Backup, yeah. But he can't start there. I'm just saying. I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt. That's all I'm saying. I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not talking about, what anything could happen. And yes, there are a lot of other factors. The line, the defense, the run game, receiver core, all of that stuff comes into play too. I'm just saying, just looking at it from a perspective of saying, yes, he could go here and make a difference or some type of impact. Is he going to turn an entire franchise around? No. But he could go and make a difference. Yes, he could. That's all I'm saying. So, hey. And even on the Cardinals, Kyler Murray could learn a thing or two from Kaepernick, just on experience. He could. But, yeah, he ain't starting over that dude. Jacksonville, you right. Nick Foles is in Jacksonville. Nope. Backup. Who's the backup? Because I just saw them play the other day. Is it Thorson? That's the backup for Jacksonville. He all right. But Kaepernick better than Thorson. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Talk about a league of our own. Hey, now look here. In all fairness, I will agree with you, Charlene. Yes. If black folks had their own league, yes. Then you would have a lot more leeway, a lot more power, and you could do things your way. But we don't. We ain't. We ain't got enough people that's going to come play. And we don't have enough billionaires to get enough teams. We're competing in a market that ain't nobody competing against. Because they can't. Ain't nobody got enough money to build a league that's 100 years strong and compete with it. Case in point, look at the WNBA. Women don't even watch the WNBA. How many games, Charlene, or better yet, Charlene, what team do you have season tickets to for the WNBA? You don't. Yeah, I'm still waiting on the tap dance explanation myself, but we'll continue with this. This is short.
Is helping them get rid of what they consider a distraction. And let's get back to the game, y'all. I mean, like, is there anyone else who could have helped absolve them in this way? Kanye couldn't do it. I can't think of anybody else who could come in and play.
Kanye can't do it because Kanye is not as business savvy as Jay-Z. Kanye has not accomplished what Jay-Z has accomplished. Hell, truth be told, Kanye wouldn't even be Kanye if it wasn't for Jay-Z. So what the hell are you even talking about? Jay-Z is responsible for Kanye being who Kanye is. Ain't no Kanye if it ain't no Izzo. Who rapped on Izzo? Jay-Z. What are you talking about? So no, Kanye couldn't come do what he did because Jay-Z is responsible for Kanye. You talking about the fucking GOAT, dude. Ain't nobody in hip-hop done what Jay-Z has done. The closest nigga to him is Dre. That's it. If you want to talk about somebody who as a whole, being a business and all that, artists, entertainment, everything. If you ain't talking about Dr. Dre, you ain't talking about nobody. There is nobody else in the rap game or has ever been in the rap game that is bigger or better as a complete package than Jay-Z. No. Master P, no. Nope. Master P in his own right is a mogul. Master P has done some things that ain't never been done before and won't ever be done again. But he ain't Jay-Z. He not Jay-Z. You have to look at the career that Jay-Z has had. As an artist, nope. No Cube. No Diddy. They ain't done what Jay-Z has done. That's all I'm saying. Look at what Jay-Z has done on all levels. Look at him as an artist. Look at him as an artist on top of the game. Him as just making music, making hits, lyrically, no sir. Master P couldn't do it. Diddy couldn't do it. Diddy don't even write his own raps. Fuck out of here with that. When you talking about look at what Jay-Z did with Belvedere, and that wasn't even his company. Look at what he did with Rockaware. Can't do it. Look at what he did with Beyonce. You forget about that little one, huh? Yeah. Jay-Z made her into a megastar. Look at what Jay-Z did with Rihanna. Megastar. Ain't nobody put people on like that but Dre. Diddy got one artist. One. And he dead. What other artist Diddy done had and Diddy has kept that has just been an icon? Now, another. Not one. That's all I'm saying. Cube, he got the 3-ball league. I get it. I give him that. Cube has done some good movies. Yes. Career and being responsible for other careers, the overall contribution to music that he has done, it don't compare to Hove, dog. It don't. Hove drop an album tomorrow, it's gonna go top 10, if not number 1. Cube drop an album tomorrow, the niggas gonna buy it. Yes. When was the last time Cube had a hit? That's what I mean. I'm not saying there's certain things that Cube is very good at, but I'm just talking about overall. I'm talking about that overall body of work. Everything. He ain't got it. Not compared to him. Now, is Cube a giant in his own right? Yes. But he ain't bigger than Jay-Z. Only person that you can even argue with that is, he said, we be clubbing, right. The only person you can even argue with that is Dr. Dre. That's it.
Players respect him. All the black people who are, I mean, like, I never stopped watching the NFL. I was mad at them. But I mean, like, I grew up watching the NFL with my dad. He was a Patriots fan when they sucked.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? When it was Steve Grogan, before you were born, they were terrible, right? And he was a hardcore. So when toward the end of his life, when they started to be a dynasty, he was so happy. So, you know, it's wrapped up in me and my dad growing up. And my dad was great, too. He would be like, look how they don't have black quarterbacks. He was talking that in the 70s. How come we can't be black? And when we started to be black quarterbacks, he was like, how come we can't be coaches, right? So my dad was put me up on game. We weren't just watching football. We were watching it through a political lens.
That's why Bill Russell had such a big impact on just all sports, because he was one of the first folks to do that.
My dad came up in Harlem, right, but moved to Boston, was friends with those guys, Tom Sanders, Bill Russell. He played poker with them. He was rooting for the Celtics when everybody else, other black people were like, no, we don't mess with the Celtics. He was like, yo, the Celtics had the first all-black 5. They had the first black player. They had the first black coach, right? Who you rooting for? And people be like, what? Their minds would be blown.
Boom.
See where you get it from. Everybody, Torre has been our special.
There we go. And that's all I have to say about that. But I will give you Titus. I will change my statement, and I will give you JD. I will give you Jermaine Dupri, because Jermaine Dupri has done a lot of work with a lot of other artists and made a lot of motherfucking hits. So yes, I will give you that. He could be in the conversation. but he is not that dude. Because what Jermaine Dupri has done, it ain't even bigger than Dre. It's not. And what Dre has done is comparable to Jay-Z. You can compare them two. You really can, because Jay-Z as an artist is better than Dre as an artist, but Dre as a producer, Jay-Z ain't touching that shit. So yes, you can compare them two, because that artist and producer trade-off will get you there. The body of work as far as other artists he done put on can't compare with Dre, baby. Dre and Jay-Z, they can go tit for tat with that one. They can. They really can. When you're talking about making business moves, that Beats, you got to give him his props with that one. You got to. You got to give him his props with that one. What he did with Beats and Apple, man, come on here now. Come on here now. So it's like you have to do that. You can trade them both off. But I'm just saying, hey, you talk about a mega artist like Beyonce. Well, there's a young Caucasian fellow named Marshall Mathers who was, in his own right, hey, that dude. There's another one, a young man named Curtis Jackson, who was that dude. Even though you say, well, Eminem's responsible for 50 Cent. No, 50 Cent wouldn't have been shit without Dre. Plain and simple. I love my beats too. So I'm just telling you, you can compare that, but JD do got hits. JD do have, he could be in the room and be like, fuck y'all, I got hits too. And everybody would be like, yeah, you right, man. We ain't gonna knock you. No, the game, yep. Snoop Dogg, yep. You can't knock that. That's what I'm saying. Jay-Z and Drake could have a real serious conversation, and it'd be like, well, yeah, I don't know, man. You gotta give them exactly NWA and all that, man. You can't take that away. You can't. It's there on the table. What that nigga did with NWA, what that nigga did in Death Row, all that Suge shit and gang banging with the blood, that's all one thing. Dre was Death Row. All of them niggas, what they did on the Chronic and what they did with Doggy Style, that shit will never be done again. Just saying. So that's what it is. But I guess my thing, I hope that I got my point across. I'm just tired of this whole Kaepernick thing, man. I personally agree with Jay-Z. We are beyond kneeling. It's enough of the signs and bullhorns and candlelight vigils and all that. We have to start taking action, doing something different, making change from within and from the outside, from outward and within. You have to make change on all directions. You can't look at it like this. Watch me tie this in. If I'm rehabbing a house, I can paint the outside. I can put wonderful windows and stuff in. I can redo the roof. I can make the landscaping beautiful. I can put a beautiful fence around it and flowers and have it make the just awesome curb appeal. It can look wonderful on the outside. Fresh paint, everything. If I didn't rehab the inside though, what's the point? I still get fucked up pipes. I still get bad pipes. I still get paint on the walls that's chipping. I still get bad drywall. The electricity don't work well. I ain't got no new circuit breakers. I'm defeating the purpose. So yes, you need a contractor that will come out and that will do carpenter work or oversee the carpenter work. You need somebody to do the plumbing. That's internal. You need somebody to do the electrical. That's internal. You need somebody to do the landscaping. That's external. You need somebody to do the roofing. That's external. You need somebody to come in and to clean up the inside, do drywall. That's internal. You have to work it on both sides if you're going to rehab it. You want to change how the NFL addresses certain issues, how they deal with certain things? Yes. You have to change it from the outside and the inside. The attention to the outside has already been brought the forefront. Don't get mad at Jay-Z because he's deciding to do the work from the inside. Who gets mad at the plumber, the electrician, and the carpenter to do the work on the inside, the drywall guys? Who gets mad at the painters? Painters do work on the outside and the inside. They use different paint. There's exterior paint, interior paint. So yes, you have all these things that need to be changed. You have all these things that need to be done, but have enough common sense to say, well, I have to respect all sides instead of just what I want. It's not just about the guy who wants the outside of the house to look nice. It's about the inside. It's about the internal. Hey, Deep Locket, thank you for subscribing, sir. Appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe on the United Guns of America channel too. That's UGOA. That's what it is, man. So I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. It's 4:30 on the Central Standard side of the game. I'm going to go ahead and thank these people that helped donate to your boy on tonight. And I appreciate all of you that did. And then we're going to get on up out of here. That's what's up. All that I did tonight, I got a sub. And I got a goddamn troll. But it comes with the territory. All right. First and foremost, want to give a shout out to my man, Brass Man Taker. That's what's up. What up, brother? Just here for the support. That's what's up. Appreciate you, good sir. Let's see who else I got here. Brass Man Taker donated again. That's what's up, man. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Then he came back. Hold up, wait a minute. Now I know he ain't donated. Oh, man. Real talk, my man Mark Adley. Thank you so much, man. Cold listen. I appreciate that. Man, I can't believe this. This dude came back and donated again. Man, my man Cold Listen, or yeah, I'm gonna say his name there. Cold Listen donated $20 to your boy. Then Brass Man Taker came back again with another $2. That's what's up. Man. Then came back again with another $4. Hey, man, look here, man. I appreciate that, man. Wow. That's what's up. Also, my man Michael, he donated, M. Russ, he donated, he said $2. He said, hey, man, when you take your gun everywhere. Oh, when you're giving away free shit, take your gun. Right. That's from the other show I did. Also, my man, John Gilliam, he donated too for showing love and support. Salute, sir. Thank you, sir, for your donation too. Also, Truth Talker Teacher, he donated. When you go downstairs, take your gun. That's what's up. I appreciate that, man. You guys have no clue how much that means to me, man. Thank you so much for donating your time. Thank you for donating your likes. And thank you for donating your money. I appreciate it, man. Damn good show. Kept me up till 2:30. That's what's up, AW. All right, let's see here. Who I got here on the donating side of the game? Wait, hold up. Let me make sure I say the name right. Left Third, I request the greatest love of all for opening song, Sexual Chocolate. I got you coming up, man. Probably the next show, I'll do it for you. My man Left Third. I hear you, brother. Let's see who else donated to your boy over here. Let's go back. There we go. Wrong one. Oh, I don't think I read this one. This is the other day. My man, let me make sure I said this right. Daniel Banks, Brian, keep on providing that quality content. I enjoy the heck out of your videos. God bless, brother. The truth. Thank you so much for your donation too, man. I appreciate it. You hit your boy off with $10. That's what's up. And my brother, Jason Gunn. That's what's up. Always watching my six. Jason Gunn, here you go, bro. Great show. Hey, man, I appreciate you too, brother. That's what's up, man. Real men doing real shit, man. That's what's up. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody, man. I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. Yes, it was a little long. I had technical difficulties, but I just wanted to get this shit off my chest. And it was just one of those things where I'm just so tired, not just of this Kaepernick thing, but how we look at things when it comes to people protesting, when it comes to people trying to bring about change. There has to be, first and foremost, personal accountability for change when you want to protest. What you're doing, what you can do, and then second, you have to have a plan. Get a plan and know what the end game is. So when you do get that attention, you can have a plan that is solid and makes sense already in place. Number 3, if you got a true protest, if you got a true mission, and you're something that you're truly passionate about, the bag can't matter. Can't matter. Can't be about the bag. So if it's about the bag, or if it's about your own personal gain, if it's about your own personal saying, yeah, this is what I want, that ain't no movement, that ain't no protest. That's you manipulating your people. That's you manipulating your situation. That's you actually trying to use your leverage of your people for your own advantage. That, sir, is what you call a shakedown artist. That's it. Yes, Left Third, I will have a call-in show on the next show. I'll be taking calls and stuff again, man. I decided to just bring that part back to the show, man. So, yeah, we'll be doing that. Yeah, I was going to try to do it tonight, but things just, like I said, with that show dropping like it did, I don't know what the ramifications of that's going to be, but I just wanted to get this out, man, and get this out here just so we can understand what's going on with our people, man, because I just think that's just really, it's just really a problem, man, when we just constantly doing the same thing over and over again and nothing's changing. That's the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And that's what we're doing with this. This whole protesting thing, it was good back in the 60s, but there was a different approach to it, and there was a different purpose for it. That's not what it's about today. You have to acquire your own, you have to establish your own foothold. Get yourself planted first, then you can start to make a change. Then you can start doing things different once you get yourself solidified first. All right. Shout out to over here, the real at the UGOA side of the game, my man Realest Soul. Thank you for staying true over there, man. Kept on commenting. Chaos to peace. Thank you. Jason Gunn for stopping over there. Thank you, sir. Lamont Ellis, that's what's up. Everybody else, Mansa, Sheik Zulu. Thank you so much. I appreciate your input too, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, people. This is it. I appreciate you all. I love you guys. I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab and the United Guns of America. Thank you guys. It's been awesome. Until next time, peace, and I'm out.